barbed wire massacre. King Kong Husk, the Beastman, collides with Jami Jamison in a war of pure blood, violence, and carnage. Then, the VCW Heavyweight Championship is on the line. The gunslinging cowboy, Cowpoke Paul, defends against the New Age plague, Gory. Plus, it's a respect match. Zeke Mercer versus Glenn Spectre, the final confrontation. 2 warriors, 1 winner. And who is crazy enough to accept CLAYTON King's Open Challenge? High impact action, family-friendly fun. Meet the stars after the show. Tickets.
Good afternoon, McMechen! I said good afternoon, McMechen! Wow, there's a lot of you. How we doing this afternoon? Welcome back. It's been a while. Too long, right? How are you? Good to see you. Welcome back. Are you guys ready for the return of Victory Championship Wrestling? It's okay. So are you guys ready for the return of VCW? Obviously things look a little bit different this afternoon because we're going to get things started right off the top. We're going to get things started with Barbed Wire Massacre! Are you guys ready for it? Raise it up! Make it loud! Road to Victory and Barbed Wire Massacre starts now!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Victory Championship Wrestling. We are back. We are ready for action, and it's myself, Eamon Payton, alongside Jim LaMotta. Jim, what a way to kick off this new era for VCW in the most violent way possible.
A brand new chapter in the history of VCW will be written, but it will be written this afternoon in blood. It is Barbed Wire Massacre.
Arguably one of our biggest attendance here at the Bishop Donahue High School in McMechen, and it's for damn good reason, because once this match was announced to kick off this new era of VCW, everyone was ready for violence, and this man sure is as well.
From deepest, darkest, West Virginia, weighing in at 450 pounds, King Kong Husk. This is Beastman.
Eamon Payton, as we see the wire in the foreground, this is a monster that has made a name spilling blood on different continents. To start this year, he was in Tokyo, Japan over New Year's, wrestling 3 rounds in the Big Japan Deathmatch Grand Prix. The Beastman is battle tested, but he has one of his toughest challengers to date, a matchup that has a lot of history and a lot of violence behind it.
I think it is not hyperbole to say that this matchup will undoubtedly be the most violent in all of Victory Championship Wrestling history. McMechen's favorite monster, I should say, Beastman, bringing
And his opponent,
his tools and his violence that he, like you said, really put himself even further on the map in the land of the rising sun. Bringing it here to McMechen, and only one man, I think, Jim, can be as violent as Beastman in an environment like this.
There is one other man on the VCW roster that has been as battle-tested as the Beastman. And love him or hate him, the country hammer, Jami Jamison, will escalate the violence as perhaps we've never seen it before this afternoon.
From Waupun, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 277 pounds, the Hammer Lord, Jami Jamison.
Looking to drop the hammer on Beastman in the first match back here for Victory Championship Wrestling. Jami Jamison, the sadistic steel slinger, the Hammer Lord.
Eamon, these two have met previously for championships at our friends at Prospect Pro Wrestling. This is a rivalry that spans multiple promotions for multiple years. There was a lot of built-up hatred between these two, both inside and outside of Victory Championship Wrestling. That is how much intensity is involved in this rivalry, because the initials do not contain this. Wherever Jami Jamison goes, the Beastman has been there to challenge him. Wherever the Beastman goes, Jami Jamison is not far behind.
Like you said, tons of bad blood between these two, and that blood is about to be spilled across Bishop Donahue High School.
Eamon, real quick, the Japanese legend Atsushi Onita first saw the concept of barbed wire introduced in professional wrestling when he was on excursion in Puerto Rico. He brought that concept back to Japan, and through the Frontier Martial Arts Wrestling Organization, revolutionized hardcore wrestling in the United States. Barbed wire, one of the most dangerous stipulations in the history of this sport. Names like Funk, Sabu, Shadow WX, who we've seen in this building, Onita, as we've said, on down the line. And now you can add Beastman and Jami Jamison to that list, because before this afternoon is over, these two will have some permanent reminders. The body will be scarred as a reminder of this matchup for the rest of their lives.
Almost a stalemate here between Jami and Beastman. I think whoever touches that barbed wire first, whoever gets scarred up by that deadly wire, is in for an immediate disadvantage in this matchup.
Oh, look out.
Oh, get it. Beastman trying to block, but also that giant hand of Beastman makes it difficult to avoid getting poked and prodded.
Let's not forget, Eamon, barbed wire. The reason that barbed wire was invented was to prevent cattle from leaving their enclosure. This was never intended for human beings to be in contact with, but it is inevitable this afternoon in McMechen.
I mean, we've seen time and time again, though, to that point, Jim, an inability by competitors to contain Beastman. Oh, wait, Jimmy! Oh, right into the wire! Driving. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. And this is where the no-rope situation comes into play, because there is nothing to shield Jami Jamison from those sharp barbs on the wire.
You can already see it getting caught in his jeans there. And now, oh, my God, Beastman takes it!
Right into the arm, and that is grotesque. That is disgusting. You can see the skin sticking into the barbs.
Putting those barbs deeper and deeper into the skin of Beastman. You mentioned earlier that groundbreaking excursion for Beastman in Japan. The amount of people I had texting me saying, hey, have you seen this? Have you seen how violent this was? Beastman took things to another level, and I don't think Jami Jamison, in that experience that you have mentioned, big elbow drop cover, in that experience that you mentioned, has faced someone like Beastman in this new mindset coming back from that excursion.
There is no doubt about it. The Beastman went to Japan as one athlete, and he came back as a completely different competitor.
Taking things out now onto the floor. Shockingly, maybe a bit of a safer environment. Oh, but Beastman.
Oh no, Eamon is the forehead, the flesh being raked against the wire.
That could get in your eye, and just one errant barb right to that eye will not just, inhibit someone's vision like in a normal wrestling contest. That could blind you for life. That will change your career. As now one of those wooden boards with some added barbed wire being put into the fray here.
As I've said, Eamon, these two will leave with some permanent reminders of this barbed wire matchup. They will be scarred for the rest of their lives before this one is over.
Oh, God, driving Jami straight into the wire. Those scars that you mentioned, draping the bodies, from the likes of the people that you mentioned, Terry Funk, Sabu, stayed with them for a lifetime, but also the careers that they built. And now Jami just laying in one of the worst beds imaginable.
I don't know if he can move, Eamon. If he tries to move, he's gonna get stuck with that wire. He may be trapped on that board.
Very good point there, Jim. And also, Beastman, I think, couldn't really get the support of a normal ring rope to get up onto that apron. But no, gonna get a ladder at this point.
Now wait a minute, Eamon. That ladder was out there because we set up our stage and whatnot before this event kicks off. The Beastman is 350 pounds. What the hell is he doing?
No way. This can't be good. And like you said, Jami Jamison trapped with nowhere to go.
This may be the end of Jami or both of their careers.
Oh my God, going further up. Oh my Lord! Right into the wire goes Beastman.
Eamon, did you hear the sickening thud when the Beastman hit the floor?
That is hardwood basketball floors. And you combine that with being in that web of barbed wire, the chance of VCW here in McMechen. Jami able to avoid that predicament, but now going to set up his own contraption, so to speak. As Beastman able to stir at this point. Oh, but you see the wire still, oh my God. Trailing along Beastman at this point.
Eamon, it was a given that their careers would be shortened this afternoon, but we could see the end of a career before this matchup is over.
Jami wanting to clear way. Oh, sends Beastman hard into the ringside area.
I can't believe Beastman is even standing after he hit that solid wood floor.
And now more devices of destruction. Jami Jamison wielding that barbed wire wrapped steel chair.
And look at how much of that wire is on that chair.
Oh my God!
You saw the impact.
And I think that might have even caught Jami right in the back of his neck.
And you can see the pain etched on the face of the country hammer.
Beastman gonna take Jami around the ringside area. We've seen time and time again with Beastman, there is not a part of this building that he won't touch.
Eamon, the domino effect of this sport, from Puerto Rico to Japan to McMechen this afternoon, the barbed wire, making a definitive statement in the history of this sport.
What the hell does Beastman have? Is that a railroad spike? Oh, and that is not to do some average construction. Beastman has something dangerous in mind for Jami. Jami realizes it. Oh no, trying to stab him right in the top of the head.
He's trying to impale Jami with that spike.
Jami fighting for his life at this point. Oh. These are two massive individuals on their own.
The danger continuing to escalate here, Eamon.
And now Jami, oh God, Beastman introduced it, and now he's gonna take it right to the top of the head. And oh my God, just savoring the punishment.
Jami Jamison is like a cannibal in there, Eamon.
Jami, now in the first time I would say in definite control of this matchup, is now, oh my God, look at that blood pouring out of the head of Beastman from that spike.
And he is trying to drive the tip of that spike into the skull.
Referee George Ross keeping a close eye on this. Do not envy his position one bit.
Oh, that is disgusting. And look at the laceration. The Beastman has been cut, and he has been cut severely here in McMechen.
Drinking the blood of the Beastman.
Jami Jamison is literally bloodthirsty as he is trying to shred the skin.
Right into that open wound as well, Jim. I mean, that is just added bit of punishment, just digging across flesh. Oh, Jami!
Oh, no. He's caught.
That is not where you want to be. Beastman, oh! Might have just eliminated any future Jami Jamisons to come up through VCW. Now, what is he doing here?
He's trying to expose the bare skin, trying to expose the flesh of Jami Jamison. The Beastman may be trying to fillet Jameson before this one is over.
I mean, Jameson with that leather vest and those jeans, Beastman says, no, you're going to have to feel all of this barbed wire. And now, what could he be thinking? He had that chair deposit, but Jami fighting back for dear life with shots to the guts. Jami, one of the few people that can power somebody like the Beastman. Gonna go try for a clothesline, but no, Beastman reverses! Right onto the barbed wire! And stuck it to the arm! Oh my God!
This could be over. And did you notice Jameson had to kick out on the left side because his right arm was stuck in the wire.
And look at the blood off the arm of Jami Jamison. Like you said, Jim, that kick out ripping further into that flesh. And again, a nerve gets cut. You get lacerated the wrong way. That could be debilitating. Forget just a career ender. That could be absolutely debilitating.
Eamon, I've been in this sport for 17 years, and I have never seen something quite this horrendous, quite this grotesque, because this is sheer battle. These are two human beings that are
retribution
trying to destroy one another.
Low blow by Jameson, able to fight free, and now grabbing another chair here, wrapped in that barbed wire. The concoctions of these two individuals proving that they are some of the toughest people, not just in VCW, not just in West Virginia, but in the whole damn world. Oh my God, Jami going off the barbed wire. Oh no! Head first into the wire and the steel.
Look at the blood continuing to flow from the lacerated flesh of the Beastman.
Coloring that white t-shirt and almost blinding the eyes of Beastman, but no. Oh my God, the chair around the head. No! Off with Jami Jamison's head. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my Lord, that got him good.
He is bleeding buckets, Eamon.
Look at this replay here as we see the drop toe hold. I couldn't tell if that was where that laceration occurred, but I gotta imagine the steel chair to the face didn't help it.
The Crimson Mask is not a cliche. It is a matter of fact in this barbed wire massacre.
Oh, big splash! Beastman covers! Staining the leather jacket, staining the mat. Jami Jamison is losing blood and fast.
Jami Jamison is literally in a pool of his own blood.
Beastman realizing that there is more that needs to be dished out. We saw him pull out that bucket earlier. What the hell is that? Is that a bear trap?
I'm trying to get a look. That can't. Eamon, I know it's a barbed wire match, but somebody's going to end up being legitimately decapitated.
This is, oh my God, no, it is, oh my God. Well, I don't know where Beastman even got that. Maybe in the woods preparing for this contest, but oh no, 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 no. He's trying to break the hand of Jami Jamison. Oh my God. That was almost, like I said, you can't grab someone with a hand you can't fight.
This is one of the most graphic and one of the most grotesque matches I've ever seen.
Oh, Jami went charging. Beastman stuck in the wire, but still able to fight free. Big boot rush. Jameson who gets sent to the wire.
And keep in mind the no rope stipulation. There is absolutely nothing to protect these two athletes from the vicious barbed wire.
Jawbreaker there by Jameson to get some reprieve. And now, big drop kick in the corner, says Beastman! Hard into the wooded boy. No! Beastman still in this fight! Spear in the corner! Oh my God, look at this, it's like a horror movie! Oh my God, the hair of Jami stuck in that barbed wire.
This is unbelievable.
Jami trapped in this web of wire. They're trying to cut Jami out at this point. That is unbelievable. Beastman, oh my God, a souvenir on the head of Jami Jamison.
These two are leaving pieces of their souls inside the barbed wire.
15 minutes have gone by in the match. 15 minutes.
Again, look at this collision and look how trapped Jami got in that wire.
Think of how the skin continuing to be shredded each and every time he tried to move.
You can feel Bishop Donahue High School vibrating right now as this crowd witnessing a display of ultra violence. Jami, can't even see his features. You can't even see his face at this point.
As I said, Eamon, they are giving us pieces of their souls, and undoubtedly years of their career are being sacrificed inside the wire today.
Headbutt rocking Jami, who I am shocked is still on his feet. Oh my God, big headbutt again. Beastman. I'm gonna have to put a tranquilizer in this beast. And now, trying to get Beastman up onto the shoulders. It was not effective! Big slam in the middle of the ring cover!
How did he kick out, Eamon? What is it gonna take?
At what point do you call it in and say, you know what, I am done being brutalized. I am done being ripped to shreds. That tells you the fight.
This looks like a war zone.
And we see referee George Ross trying to get that barbed wire out of the hair of Jami Jamison, who has been having to carry that this good 5 more minutes into this matchup. Is now Beastman calling for a ladder to be inserted inside the ring this time.
Oh, look out.
You mentioned one of those barbed wired legends. Almost a calling card here.
I hope referee George is getting hazard pay for this one.
And now, ladder set up. What more can Beastman be thinking? Jami trying to fight free. No, getting him onto the shoulders. He's able to get him up.
What power!
Death Valley driver!
Beastman looks out of it.
No!
And once again, Eamon, I'm going to ask the question, what the hell is it going to take to find a winner in the barbed wire massacre?
I'm all out of answers. This has been something that I have never seen either of these two competitors put forth in this ring.
This is surreal. This is utter and unfiltered violence.
No, that can't be what he, I mean, there's finishing the job, but my God, that hammer from Jami Jamison.
And he's smiling like a sadistic Cheshire cat. He is smiling from ear to ear.
No, please! Oh!
Oh my God!
Bear trap where it doesn't belong! Beastman might have just saved his own life now. Wait a minute. Has Jami up powerbomb into the barbed wire? That has to be it. No, Beastman's not done. Beastman wants more punishment.
Look at the bloodstains, Eamon. It's a battlefield.
What the hell is this maniac thinking right now? No. Setting up these chairs. Another barbed wire board and fray.
Eamon, this is going to end Jameson's career.
No.
This can't happen. This will permanently injure Jami Jamison.
There is nowhere to go for Jami right now, and Beastman is scaling up this ladder.
He's 350 pounds.
Good God, no. What? No.
Oh,
Jami, get out of
no.
there! Get out of there! Sandwiching barbed wire into Jami Jamison! Good God!
Mercifully, it is over.
Get some help out here, my God!
King Kong Husk Beastman!
Oh my God, someone get some help for Jami. Help him get out of this wire. We knew this would be insanity. We knew this would be violent. And it lived up to every single moment of it.
This is indescribable as Jami Jamison was violently sandwiched between the barbed wire boards.
Beastman with his arm raised in victory, but at what cost?
Eamon, I don't know if there were any winners. There may be only survivors in the barbed wire massacre.
Jami looks like he's seen a ghost at this point.
Yeah, we're gonna need some help for Jami Jamison.
Beastman picking up Jami from the wreckage here. Helping Jami to his feet, a sign of respect between these two maniacs.
Bonded by blood in the barbed wire massacre.
Folks, we still got a ton of action here tonight on Road to Victory, including our main event for the VCW Championship. Cowpoke Paul defending against Gory. We will be right back once we clear up this mess here in the ring.
Hello? Can you hear me?
if you don't mind.
Are you sure?
I think they might mind, but you know what? I made such an impression on these folks outside while they were waiting. I think they are big fans of me. Can I hear how you feel about me, folks? At all. You've got an American flag. Labor Day. Ugh. Labor Day is for lazy. You know what? You know what? I'll let you have that one.
We want M-A-double-T.
Yeah, but you know what I want? I want to talk to the big boss, Glenn Spectre. Hey, Glenn! Glenn Spectre!
Good about it, guys. You know, the thing is, Kate and Christopher and I, the Troublemakers, we've been making towns all over the nation. OVW Superstars, check us out on Thursday night. And, you know, Kanan and I have kind of turned a new leaf, and I'm feeling real good about it.
I'm sorry, a new leaf? You're going to be doing something a little different here?
No, I'm just saying we you know, I've come to appreciate the fans a lot more, and you know.
These fans?
Okay. You know, I mean, look, these good people came out here. They spent their hard-earned money to see me and Zeke Mercer fight. It's going to be a great contest. Guys, we're going to put on a great show for you guys.
But see, I don't know how I feel about this. I really like what you and the Troublemakers do.
Look, we're still going to kick ass. Believe me, I'm here to fight Zeke Mercer, but it's going to be a good, fair contest. We're going to get.
No, you know what? We're talking a lot about Zeke here, but what if we just bring Zeke out and let him speak for himself?
Yeah! Here's the thing. You know, the thing is, Zeke wants me to say these words. He wants me to say, you know, that I.
Yeah, but we don't need to get there quite yet. Glenn, you know what, Zeke? Zeke, come on out here, please.
Zeke, stop.
Talk about, Glenn, is you had some words for Glenn here leading up to this match. How do you feel about what Zeke over here was saying?
Hey, look, all right? We're athletes, we're fighters. In the heat of the moment, we say a lot of things, not all the time things that we mean, but you know what? I admit, Zeke, I did you dirty. I understand that.
And how many times was that he did you dirty? 3 times. 3 times.
You know what? And that was wrong, and I know that was wrong. I was wrong to jump you. I get it.
You got something to say here.
So you realize it's wrong. You realize it's wrong to jump people. Now you understand. Now today, the day that we fight, we put this behind us. Now you want to love this crowd that's been cheering for VCW, that's been supporting VCW. When you came in, what did you say about VCW? That we needed you?
Zeke, I'm trying to be a good guy here, all right? Of course VCW needs me. I'm an international superstar, Zeke. Do you understand that?
Do you, Zeke? Do you understand?
Zeke!
I understand that you walk around as if you have a chip on your shoulder. As if we owe you something. As if you're trying to prove something by taking a shortcut. Glenn, you don't.
Hold up. This is all about respect to you. Let me tell you something, all right? I am trying to be the better man here. I'm trying, Zeke. Hey, come on. Listen to me, man. We're going to have a good... Oh, okay. Oh, that's how it's going to be? Hey, you want to be a big hero now? Here's the reality, Zeke. No one, since I came to this promotion, 2 years, no one has ever pinned my shoulders to the mat. 1, 2, 3. I am an international superstar, and win, lose, or draw, when I walk out of this building tonight, I will still be an international superstar. I need you to understand this, Zeke. We're going to have a good fight. We're going to beat each other's asses, but you need to understand this. You ain't that guy. You are not going to pin me.
Zeke is him! Zeke is him! Zeke is
You
him!
have something to say, Zeke.
B-O-S-S! A professional
What I
wrestler!
gotta say to you will be said in
Now
there.
that's easy work for Zeke!
That's how it's going to be. That is how it's going to be. We'll do our talking in the ring.
They are spicy. Ooh, I am ready for that one. What about you folks? Are you ready for that one? Oh, excellent. So, the next person I want to bring out, I got to tell you folks, I am the woman of 1,000 talents, so I scour these promotions here and there, here in West Virginia, Pittsburgh, everywhere else, to find the very best talent who I would like to showcase. So the very next one is going to be the gorgeous Gregory. Come on, let's hear it for him.
Hear what?
Gorgeous Gregory. Gregory, let me tell you, I know what the problem is. I spent some time with these folks out here. They don't understand what it means to be gorgeous. So how about you tell them?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of McMechen, West Virginia, my name is Gorgeous Gregory. I am going to count to 3, West Virginia. When I reach 3, everybody in this building is going to tell me exactly how gorgeous I am. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, see, what did I tell you? They don't understand.
Hey, you're not gorgeous. You're upsetting me. You are upsetting me, McMechen, West Virginia. Do you want me to have a fit right now?
Teach these people a lesson.
No, I'm going to be the bigger man. It has been 4 long years since I have been in a VCW locker room or a VCW ring. Okay? I am not here to fight tonight. When you are a generational talent, when you are a once-in-a-lifetime athlete, and when you are the main character of every single show that you are on, you only fight unless it's for heavyweight championship gold. I earn it every day just by being me, sweetheart. Last I checked, the VCW heavyweight champion, Cowpoke Paul, already has a match tonight against Gory. So I'll make it very short and sweet, my intentions here at VCW. My intentions are, number 1, to banish Cowpoke Paul straight to hell. And number 2, that will allow me to reign supreme in VCW as the heavyweight champion forever.
Hey, gorgeous should I interrupt him? I interrupt him?
First things first, VCW, who's having fun? Hey, gorgeous, it's been 4 years, you should have stayed home. I tell you what, the Cowpoke ain't afraid of nothing. You want a shot? Why don't I tell them to put that barbed wire back up? We can do it right now. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you want to do it now, Cowpoke? You want to do it right now? Well, we can do it now. We can do it right now.
You know what? I'm gonna step in here real quick. I'm gonna step in here. Matt, I'm gonna need you to take over here because I am allergic to cows. So can you just?
I have a hernia. I have to go to the, Betty, take me to the hospital.
You know what? I will take you here. Matt, take this.
Wait, let's sing Gorgeous Gregory a song, huh? Na 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 na. That's what I like to hear. VCW! Who's ready? Who is happy to be back? 325 Logan Street, Bishop Donahue. You ready? How about this new air conditioning, huh? Now, everybody, we got a little time on our hands. Why don't you go check out the merch stand? Or, if anybody needs a cowbell to ring all night long, I'll be right here at ringside. Hey, how about that first match, huh? Hey, let's hear a husk. That's right. We're gonna get these ropes back on, then the action's starting right back up. I need to hear you people, hold on. On the count of 3, why don't you give me one big yeehaw, what do you say? 1, 2, 3. That's right. Bradley, how are we? Always great to see you. Hey, yeehaw, that's right. Just a little bit longer, we're gonna have these ropes on. 20 bucks. I'm going to hand you back over. Everybody have fun.
Hold on, champ. You heard Cowpoke. First of all, welcome back. Good to see you.
Yeah. Oh, I'm glad to be back.
Paul, it looks like the Cowpoke posse's here in effect this afternoon. You heard the good man. He's your champ. He has some new merch to sell. Cowpoke Paul cowbells will be available, so make sure you get some of that. 20 bucks for the Cowpoke Paul. Authentic cowbells. This is real metal. And your parents will love it. Trust me, they will love it. Also, Paul, we're gonna sell some other stuff too. We got some souvenirs available from that barbed wire massacre, Paul. You can get some barbed wire. You can get the barbed wire wrap chair. These will be available for you. So check out the merchandise. Come see Cole, and he'll be glad to sell you some of this merchandise that's left over. Paul, big match tonight. I'm sorry for Gorgeous Gregory interrupting you. We know we want to give the champion the due opportunity to talk as well. Gorgeous Gregory's not the man across the ring from you tonight, though. It's one of the longest tenured veterans in the tri-state area, the man they call the New Age Plague, Gory.
Well, I tell you, it's our first night back. I already got my grubby little hands full with the New Age Plague, but Gory, I came to fight like I'm the third gorilla on the ramp to Noah's Ark, and brother, it just started raining. So, if you want to saddle up and ride, I think everyone here in McMechen is ready to do it too. So, Gory, I'll see you a little later on, and I'll be yelling, yeehaw!
Guys, make some noise for Cowpoke Paul, your VCW champion. He is in the main event this evening, defending the title against the New Age Plague, Gory. Thank you all for coming back as well. It's been a while. Did you get your stuff? You got a bell? We got cowbells. There is merchandise available along the outside as well. The Beastman's back there as well. McMechen's own King Kong Husk. He's back there. Hey, let's hear it for one more time. Before you walk out, Beastman, come back out here for a second. I've known this guy for about 6 years now. Everyone's going to speak from the heart, so while we got a few minutes, I'm going to break off and do it a little bit too. I've known this guy for 6 years. Outside of the ring, this is one of the best human beings I have ever met. This guy will literally give you the shirt off his back. I don't want that one. But will gladly give you the shirt off his back. Will do anything for you. He is also one of the hardest working professional wrestlers anywhere. This guy busts his ass night in and night out, whether there's 10 of you or a whole gymnasium of you like there is today. He's the reason we have this high quality wrestling in this area. So make it loud for King Kong Husk Beast effing Man! Oh, hell no. Sorry, I just got my suit dried. I can't be wearing Beastman blood home. These guys almost have the ring back up as soon as these ropes are tightened. We still have 5 more matches for you. When we come back, we're going to have a 3-way match. Island Fury Tyino versus the Gavel David Lawless versus Super Oprah. Take a chance now, guys. Get some merchandise. We have authentic merchandise from this match available as well. There's barbed wire, there's chairs, there's a Beastman. Well, not only does he wrestle in barbed wire match and create promotions, he also makes matches as well. Informed by the Beastman, we have a little bit of change in our card tonight. So coming out of intermission, you are not going to have a 3-way match. You'll see Super Oprah a little bit later, but the Gavel David Lawless will be in action whenever we come back against a new opponent. Bradley, how are you? What's new, Bradley?
I'm just happy to be here. That last match has scarred my soul, but I think I can keep here and see all the rest of the great action here tonight.
Fortunately, you did not soil your jorts during that match, so everybody's happy, yeah?
They're fine. The jorts are okay. They're okay.
And that's how you know that summer is still, in fact, Bradley's still in jorts. We might not have them next time, but for tonight, jorts and a polo. All of you youngsters, if you want all the way...
I want the one that's on, because I got something to say to each and every one of you, including you, Mr. Ring Announcer. Hey, let's clap it up for that sadistic show that you just saw, where all the kids are going to go and get kicked out of school undoubtedly for their grades or for trying to impale one of their fellow classmates. Listen. I came out here the second I heard an announcement that said that I was somehow going to be in action tonight. And I got to tell you, I am not coming out here to wrestle. I'm coming out here to remind each and every one of you, including you, Mr. Ring Announcer, that the Gavel David Lawless Esquire does what he wants, when he wants. If you think that I'm going to get in that ring and put my body on the line after those savages beat themselves from pillar to post with barbed wire, you're dumber than the education system here in McMechen, West Virginia. Yeah, that's good. You probably can't even spell. No, the real reason why I'm down here is because tomorrow is a national holiday called Labor Day. And I wanted to make sure that each and every one of you saw what it was like to actually have a human being that is employed and has a job in front of you.
Because for all of you people that are probably collecting government benefits, you probably don't know what it's like to work a 9-to-5 like the Gavel David Lawless Esquire. As far as I'm concerned, every day is Labor Day for all you morons here. So I want to make sure you specially recognize the hardworking men and women, especially the Gavel David Lawless Esquire, for all I've contributed to this society. So I want to take a moment of silence here for you all to give me the praise that I deserve as the working class lawyer here in West Virginia. Everyone bow your heads in silence for 10 seconds, please. Now, clearly, your inability to follow instructions
Introducing the opponent for the Gavel David Lawless from Louisville, Kentucky, weighing in at 206 pounds, Cutthroat Clay Campbell.
Well, Jim LaMotta, we're back after the wreckage has been cleared, and unfortunately, David Lawless with a not-so-ceremonial welcome back here to Road to Victory.
Of all the people that we were looking forward to seeing again here at Bishop Donahue, I don't think that Gavel David Lawless was one of them.
But Cutthroat Clay Campbell making his presence known here in VCW, trying to shut David Lawless up, which I think would be a great service to the fine people of McMechen, West Virginia. I don't care what David Lawless says about your education system.
If you have a thesaurus handy, there's a lot of different words that can be used to describe David Lawless. Unfortunately, I don't know if it's any of them that we can repeat on the air here.
I love that we are being a PG show after what we just saw. I think that is out the window. But we will abide by. Yes, we are, very thankful to everyone who is watching us on IndyWrestling.us.
Yeah, we're all over the place, brother. IndyWrestling.network here on our YouTube page. Everybody can tune in to see the return of Victory Championship Wrestling. And the Gavel may have talked himself into a challenge here.
Cutthroat Clay Campbell going to try to go toe-to-toe here with the Gavel. Lawless, beyond his legal expertise, which, is in doubt within itself. I won't, slander him too much, but
you ever hear the term ambulance chaser, Eamon?
And he's always running. But David Lawless, Colin tie-up here with Clay Campbell. Lawless thinks he can drop the hammer, so to speak, on the competition here in Victory Championship Wrestling as well.
And Eamon, I have to wonder, where is Declan Finnegan?
That's a good. You're right, Declan isn't here.
From what I understand, he was stopped at the West Virginia line. He may be in need of bail money. Maybe David Lawless can help him out with that.
Oh, well, then he's never getting out by that, if we're going to rely on David Lawless by that point.
I mean, I don't know, but from what I've heard, the word on the street is that Declan Finnegan may need some legal representation before he gets back here to Victory Championship Wrestling.
I would read all of that contract if I was Declan.
And speaking of the Gavel, if he's not helping our colleague in his current predicament, he should probably get back in the ring and continue this contest with Clay Campbell. Clay Campbell, a young man who I believe just needs an opportunity to really showcase his skills, and this afternoon could be that opportunity.
Absolutely. Victory Championship Wrestling always looking for the top competitors across the state and across the country. Our commissioner, Ripper Blackheart, always has his eyes on talent. And it will be a proving ground, so to speak, here for Clay Campbell as David Lawless trying to work Clay Campbell here into the mat. Off the ropes, big shoulder tackle. A lot of force into those shoulders.
The Gavel very proud of himself.
When is he not? I mean, he comes from a line of individuals who think that because you went to school and probably because your mommy paid for it and you got a degree on your wall. Ooh, that you've made something. Big neck breaker there.
Lawless is proud of himself and a few other things of himself, but those are also things that we can't mention on the air. Nice vertical leap here, floats over, hooks that leg, 2.5. And that right there is what is so damn annoying about the Gavel, because he is a disease. But as a professional wrestler, he can get it done inside those ring ropes. As much as I cannot stand him, I will never take away from his talent.
Irish whip into the buckle, goes Clay Campbell hard. You also have to look forward to November 7th, our next event here at Victory Championship Wrestling. We heard in the interim that the Victory Rumble will be returning with a shot at the VCW Heavyweight Championship on the line. You got to think David Lawless expects himself in that contest.
Absolutely. Let's not forget the winner of the Victory Rumble as the Gavel lowered the boom that time. The winner of the Victory Rumble will receive a guaranteed shot at the VCW Heavyweight Championship. So certainly high stakes come our return November 7th.
As now Lawless in control right now. Clay Campbell, wait, no, spoke too soon, small package. Only 2 there, could have been an upset there. Oh, and Lawless putting that boot right to the chest.
And that right there is how much of a ring general David Lawless is, because he knew exactly where to cut Clay off,
Oh, Clay. Lawless took a little bit too long. Reversal. Plants Lawless with a DDT. Could this be an upset cover? Hook of the leg. And it is!
The winner of the match, Cutthroat Clay Campbell.
Clay caught Lawless sleeping, so to speak. Got a little too cocky and took advantage. As we see the replay there, right down into the mat with that lifting DDT.
I wonder if the Gavel is going to appeal this decision here. I want an egg on the face of David Lawless.
Nothing worse than a mad ambulance chaser. David Lawless will be going back to the locker room with an L in this new era of Victory Championship Wrestling.
Aren't you just heartbroken and so sad that David Lawless was on the losing end?
I don't know how I'm going to be able to contain myself for the rest of the night. But still to come here tonight, coming up next, in fact, this is a grudge match that I am very much looking forward to, Jim. We saw them kind of get nose-to-nose a little earlier tonight during intermission. Glenn Spectre, the big boss, going head-to-head with No Mercy Zeke Mercer.
Well, we know that Glenn Spectre is a jam-up guy, a serious professional, but he may have ignited a fire in Zeke Mercer to the likes that we've never seen before. We know how determined Zeke Mercer is. We know how tough they are. They never give up. But there is an extra incentive here this afternoon for Zeke Mercer to prove themselves against Glenn Spectre.
Absolutely. 2 of the top technical competitors in all of Victory Championship Wrestling about to collide. I just want to give a shout-out to everyone who is joining us right now on IndyWrestling.us and on YouTube for Road to Victory. You can be sure to subscribe to the Indie Wrestling Network to get all past Victory Championship Wrestling events.
And you know who's watching us, Eamon? I apologize, I'm going to cut you off. But my best pal in the whole world, Joe Hansen, he's watching us here this afternoon.
Shout out, Joe. Shout out everyone who's joining us, because it has been a wild ride. We have been missing you here at Victory Championship Wrestling.
I missed you, Eamon.
I missed you too.
I really did. I'm so happy to hear you on the Sorgatron platform with all the things you've been doing with 880 Wrestling, but to have you back here at VCW, man.
It couldn't be with anyone else, Jim.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
As we're about to get underway with our next contest.
Isn't it amazing how chaos and mayhem bond 2 individuals?
You know, not how I would have maybe hoped, or maybe my parents would have hoped, but still, whatever gets you there.
Introducing first, from Jackson, Mississippi, weighing 190 pounds, No Mercy, Zeke Mercer!
Someone with one of the biggest hearts in all of Victory Championship Wrestling, No Mercy Zeke Mercer, prepared for a fight here, but has been on the wrong end of things as of late when it comes to the big boss, Glenn Spectre.
They look very, very determined right now.
And the opponent,
international superstar, the very first foreigner to win the DDT Tag Team titles in Japan. There you see him.
From the Redneck Riviera of PCB FLA. He weighs in tonight at really big, the big boss of professional wrestling, Glenn Spectre!
Glenn Spectre, we saw in our intermission kind of a shift in attitude, you could say, from the big boss. I mean, it's difficult knowing when it comes to Glenn Spectre what is true in his mind. He has run a rough shot over the competition here at Victory Championship Wrestling and has done so with really not a lot of care to any other individual.
Yeah, we saw Glenn Spectre talk about his international reputation. As I was saying, he was the first foreigner or Gaijin to win the DDT Tag Team titles in Japan in 2004 and 2005. And to show you the disparity in experience here, Spectre was winning championships internationally when Zeke Mercer was a toddler.
I mean, Spectre's resume, both internationally and here,
almost second to none.
I don't think there's anyone on the roster that can really match it. And Mercer, like you mentioned, has that experience disparity. But they are a competitor who makes up for that in a lot of fight and a lot of fighting spirit.
Absolutely. Pure grit, pure tenacity from Zeke Mercer. And even let's not forget the rivalry between these two stretches back more than a year. The last time we were in this building, it was Zeke Mercer leveling Glenn Spectre with a steel chair, splitting Spectre ear to ear.
And I will say, Mercer, it's been a long road in those issues with Glenn Spectre, particularly, I should say, with Spectre leading the Troublemakers. They really ruled Victory Championship Wrestling with an iron fist, so to speak. And Mercer, who has been someone who has really lifted the banner of Victory Championship Wrestling from the very beginning, from our very first show.
Waistlock here, Eamon.
Standing switch. We're going to see a lot.
And this is that amateur wrestling background that Zeke Mercer has.
It's going to be hard for one competitor, I think, to get a full advantage in this matchup. Not only the fact that these are two technical competitors that will love to scrap in that ring, but Mercer and Spectre have to have been scouting each other a great bit going into this matchup as well.
A lot of ring generalship right there from Glenn Spectre. Knew where he was in the ring, able to reach the ropes, force the break. That's what I'm talking about when I say that Spectre is a jam-up guy, because he can dictate the pace of a matchup, knows how to stop his opponent while generating his own offense at the same time.
Oh, grabs the waist again of Mercer.
Like this right here, stopping Mercer's momentum.
And realizing that Spectre, I got to think in his head, knows he has the lower center of gravity on his side. He's got that weight advantage.
And the height advantage as well.
Ooh, Mercer, though, sending Spectre out onto the floor, and Spectre going to reconfigure things.
And it's not often that someone gets the better of a technical exchange with Glenn Spectre, but we just saw it right there.
Mercer telling Spectre to cross the line and bring it on. Mercer, we saw at intermission, made it clear their actions, their talking is going to be done in this ring, on this mat. Series of forearm shots there. Mercer!
And it's gut check time right here, Eamon. I believe they are exchanging strikes to try to prove who wants to be the one that comes out on top in this extensive rivalry. This is the final confrontation as we're seeing the big boss maintain wrist control here.
Shoulder tackle and then not letting up on Mercer. Mercer going to lay in with a forearm shot, a heavy striker in that ring.
Yeah, they waffled the big boss right on the point of the jaw. Pinpoint precision for Mercer so far.
Mercer is someone who has always been on the cusp of the rankings here at Victory Championship Wrestling. Title matches in the past. Hasn't been able to obtain that glory that they have, not just they desire, but any competitor desires. Oh, comes charging in the corner with the hip attack.
Man, Zeke is so fluid inside those ring ropes. The way that they can generate offense from any angle is so impressive. That is a rare quality in the world of professional wrestling.
Ooh.
But Zeke Mercer has it.
Mercer seemingly targeting the arm there, the left arm of Spectre.
And that may be why, because we know that Spectre is a heavy striker as well.
Oh, and we see that right there, those open hand chops. And Spectre gonna lay in the big boss, controlling the ring here, big scoop slam.
This isn't checkers, Eamon. This is a game of human chess.
Oh!
Because everything has a purpose, as Mercer was forced to get their shoulders off the canvas that time.
And notice how Spectre, with that experience edge, seized on the opportunity, went in for multiple bouts of offense in quick succession, not giving Mercer a moment of reprieve. And now going to exchange here on the floor at Bishop Donahue.
And it goes without saying, we've seen how dangerous that wood floor can be already this afternoon.
Credit to our ring crew for clearing up again the mayhem from earlier. But this is going to be a violence of a different kind, so to speak. This is going to be classic pro wrestling.
This is tooth and nail, Eamon. Flesh on flesh, bone on bone, like that right there.
Spectre, I got to imagine, a little bit more comfortable on the floor. And Spectre, you can see, jawing with the audience a little bit here on the floor. That is kind of a mode in which Spectre thrives in. Oh!
And you heard the contact that time.
Oh, and Mercer sending Spectre back first into that ring post.
Almost a desperation maneuver from Mercer, I believe, because they know they do not want to allow themselves to be swept up in the momentum of the big boss, because make no mistake about it, Glenn Spectre is a shark. He is a carnivore in the wrestling business.
Oh, I think Mercer was breaking the count, maybe looking to dish more punishment out to Spectre, but Spectre catching him off guard.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Glenn Spectre will lock on. He is a nasty, nasty pit bull, make no mistake about it.
And not only that, pulling Mercer out of the ring, but also breaking the ring count in the process. Oh my God, forearm shots rocking the jaw there, Mercer.
Eamon, I hate to put you on the spot, but let me ask you, how do you think that either one of these athletes are going to move forward depending on this result of this matchup?
Ooh! Well, when it comes to, like we mentioned, the Victory Rumble that we'll see November 7th, come up for that drop kick. Only two there. And in this new era, in this break that we've had of Victory Championship Wrestling, I got to think a lot of the locker room has been stewing in regards to where their place is on the card, where they see themselves going forward here in this company. So it's make or break here.
Who could reach the pinnacle of Victory Championship Wrestling? The story will be told as these matches unfold this afternoon.
Mercer went charging, but Spectre getting a little bit of separation there with that boot.
That's what I'm talking about, defensive and offensive, but Mercer returns the favor.
Up onto the second. Mercer, drop kick right to the chest.
Launching themselves like a missile there.
And now going to crawl over into the cover, hook to the leg.
Back press. And did you notice Zeke Mercer, who has been in this sport for about 7 years, started at the age of just 18. They are a young veteran in many ways. Did you notice how they put the weight on the shoulders and hook the leg, making Glenn Spectre put that much more energy forward to kick out?
That's the thing with Mercer. They do everything with purpose in that ring.
As does Spectre.
Ooh. As we see it there, clubbering shots, and now gonna... Oh my God, Brave Buster right in the center of the ring.
Mercer may be out of it. Barely got that shoulder up.
Only two there.
What a fight. What a physical fight.
Spectre, though, right back to the neck of Mercer, going to position them. Possibly thinking top rope again at this point. We saw that splash utilized earlier. Thinking one more time. No! Mercer having it scouted, able to get the boot up, rocking Spectre.
Yeah, Spectre, a rare situation where Spectre telegraphed his offense and paid for it. Bottom drops out with the DDT.
Lateral press cover. Still only two.
And a sign of that physical exhaustion was Mercer did not hook the leg that time.
I think that's the thing with Spectre that's so difficult when you're wrestling. The big boss. Every bit of punishment is not, a maneuver to secure the win. It's to pick apart and pick away at your opponent.
That's that physical chess match we were referencing earlier as we continue to see it unfold, because everything is done with purpose.
Oh my God! And that boot right to the small of the back of Zeke Mercer. That is not just going to be painful. Wait, cover now. Notice Spectre in the last second trying to trap the arm of Mercer.
Had that cross face as well, putting the elbow in the face. Wait a minute.
Mercer saw their opening and trapping with a triangle choke.
Yeah, I don't know if they have the legs crossed quite as much as they would like, but it's effective regardless.
Typically, from my understanding of that hold also, you would have the arm in between the legs
just
as
got
well.
it. They just waist the ankles properly there.
Oh, Mercer.
But you're right, he has an arm out.
Having to watch the shoulder. Oh, Spectre with the power bomb!
Shoulders down. 2.5. You were correct, Damon. He had the shoulder out. That is what allowed Glenn Spectre to do this right here, able to power up with both arms because he had that arm out and planted Mercer to the canvas.
Spectre, you got to think, has to look further into their arsenal and decide what is it that will put Zeke Mercer down. Tries for a scoop slam. Mercer able to fight out. Oh, shot! Almost a savate kick right to the chest.
That'll drive the air out, and without the air in the lungs, you're not going to fight forward.
Big rising knee strike.
Yeah, Mr. Wrestling 2 style knee lift. The way that Spectre came off the ropes, tearing a page from those old Mid-South days. And that shows you how much of a student Spectre is. He's a veteran, but he is always adding new tools to his arsenal, more pages in the playbook for the big boss.
Pulling down that knee pad, he might be going for that running knee strike that has put away numerous people here in Victory Championship Wrestling. Eyeing up Mercer. Waiting for Mercer to get to their feet. Oh, Mercer had it scouted. But Spectre not giving Mercer an inch. Probably thinking I could go back to that well again, but I got to get Mercer more incapacitated. Chop, ducked by Mercer. Radiating across the chest of Glenn Spectre, who's on wobbly legs at this point.
Eamon, I could be wrong here, but I believe it is going to be just one small difference that could determine the result of this matchup. Everyone seems a little on edge, including both of these athletes in the ring right now.
Insecurity walking Spectre, but not taking him off his feet. Big German suplex release. And now back to the waistlock. Trying another one possibly. Spectre doesn't know where he is. Series of German suplexes, but Mercer unable to capitalize. Spectre back up to his feet. Ooh, tries for a blow. Mercer. Mercer the blue thunder bomb cover.
Hooks has the leg.
And credit to Mercer being able to get up the larger Spectre there.
And now I believe it is a rare time that they are showing some frustration in the ring. Usually Zeke Mercer is so calm and collected, but not right now. And again, that speaks to the personal rivalry, the personal animosity between these two that has been brewing, as we said, for just over a year.
Oh no!
Oh man, George Ross got waffled. Someone has to check on George. He ricocheted off the ropes, and I believe that was coincidental. But where is Spectre going to check on? Wait, where is Spectre going?
Going under the rings. Grabbed a chair. Oh, come on.
Now wait a minute, Eamon.
This isn't the contest that Spectre was talking about before.
We saw Zeke Mercer waffle Spectre with that chair, splitting him ear to ear. But that was a no disqualification matchup. That is not what this matchup is about.
Looking for retribution here, possibly. Spectre. Right?
Spectre wanted to prove that he was the better wrestler.
The crowd kind of telling Spectre no. He's trying to psych himself into it. And look at Mercer, too. Telling him to do it.
Mercer is daring Spectre to use that chair. Mercer will not back down.
Look at the look in Mercer's eyes.
And Spectre looks conflicted. This is very, very rare.
Maybe Spectre thinking, no, I am going to compete. I am going to do this the right way.
Maybe Spectre.
Oh!
Spiked Zeke. Spectre wants to prove that he's the better wrestler.
And now eyeing up that knee strike one more time. Comes charging in the corner, hits it!
And that could be a knockout shot.
And now trying to get Mercer into the cover. No, Mercer, I don't know if that was sheer luck or wherewithal. Got enough close to that rope.
Not that I would ever doubt Zeke, but that may have been pure coincidence. They got hit with that knee strike right on the point of the jaw.
Could it be going through Spectre's head at this point? Maybe I should have used that chair. Maybe I should have finished Mercer off.
Well, Spectre knows that he wants to prove that he's the better in-ring athlete, and you can't do that using a chair. But as you said, he may have missed that opportunity. Blue Thunder bomb again.
Cover! No, kick out at 2, but Mercer, I think almost realizing Spectre was kicking out and now goes to eye up Spectre. Shining Wizard!
You want to talk about a Japanese influence? That's one right there.
Cover! No! Again, possibly a coincidence there.
And it was a matter of inches.
15 minutes have gone by the match.
You want to know how close this matchup is? It literally right there came down to a matter of inches.
Look at the frustration in the eyes of the Big Boss. I think this is his toughest fight one-on-one so far here in Victory Championship Wrestling. Now these two warriors exchanging forearm shots.
And listen to the contact.
Oh, Spectre ducks one.
Sleeper. Well said, Eamon.
Trying to incapacitate. Oh, look at the weight advantage here by Spectre also.
Yeah, Spectre using that size advantage to sap the energy from Mercer.
Mercer trying to break free. Roll through. Wait, shoulders down. And Mercer gets it.
They did it.
The winner of the match, No Mercy, Zeke Mercer.
Incredibly competitive contest there, Jim.
Absolutely. Look at this again, coming down to a matter of inches as Mercer shifted their weight and got the 3 count. You see it on the replay.
Spectre.
And Spectre looks dejected. Remember, he could have used that chair. He could have taken the easy way out.
Exactly the win that Mercer needed.
Hey kid, been this a long time. Nobody in the entirety of that VCW locker room is as pound for pound tough as Zeke Mercer. Nice job, kid. Well done. You wanted to hear these words, but I always, even when I was whooping your ass, I always respected you.
A sign of respect here from the Big Boss. Maybe we are seeing a new side.
Give it up for Zeke Mercer.
I don't even think Mercer knows how to take it.
That is a sign of respect that was earned, because I'll tell you what, if you know Glenn Spectre the way that we do, Glenn does not give that endorsement lightly. Love him or hate him, Spectre just told Zeke Mercer that they are undoubtedly respected, and Mercer, no mercy, Zeke Mercer has earned his bows right now.
What a competitive contest. Some of the best wrestling we've seen here at Victory Championship Wrestling. And folks, we still have more to come, including our main event for the VCW Heavyweight Championship. Cowpoke Paul putting the title on the line against Gory.
And let me ask you this, Eamon. For Zeke Mercer, could they be in the running to win that Victory Rumble Friday, November 7th?
You gotta think Mercer a favorite. But that and so much more still to come. We're going to take a brief intermission, folks, and we will be right back with more Victory Championship Wrestling action. Jameson.
I'm Merlin.
And we're a gay.
And here's NB.
Are you a reality television connoisseur?
Do you like it discussed from an LGBTQ lens?
If so, A Gay and His NB is the podcast for you.
Hear us break down all your favorite guilty pleasure reality shows from Bravo, Drag Race, and just about everything in between.
Listen to A Gay and His NB on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Do what you got to do, make it last. Wait for the perfect.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you ready for some more VCW action? Thank you all again for coming out today. We really appreciate it. This is a tremendous crowd. It's been too long, McMechen. We promise it won't be that long. We'll be back here in November. That is a Friday night show. Some of you guys asked about that. November 7th is a Friday night show. That's the Victory Rumble. It's a special Veterans Day weekend show. So make sure you're here Friday night, November the 7th. Again, you can get your ringside tickets for that show available today. $5 off if you buy them today. You can get them online. Just follow VCW on all the social media.
For VCW Road to Victory.
And you know what it's time for right now, Eamon? The shameless plug, because you got to go to IndyWrestling.network. When they sign up, you got archives, thousands of hours of independent professional wrestling. IndyWrestling.network.
You're good at that. You're trained well.
I'm just happy I'm good at something.
Thinking about plugging stuff, I mean...
Well, there was an innuendo.
I did not mean it like that. Did not mean it like that.
You said it, my friend.
Well, I meant one of television's greatest stars.
From Biloxi, Mississippi, playing none of your damn business, Miss Spontaneous Boutte, Super Oprah.
You got me all flummoxed, Jim, but not as flummoxed as Super Oprah has me.
She is pure sass. She is here to kick some ass. So great for Super Oprah to be back here in VCW. Eamon, there's not a lot of things in life that genuinely make me smile but Super Oprah is one of them. She is one of the most entertaining athletes anywhere in professional wrestling today. And I think she was blowing you that kiss right there.
Oh, just for me? Well, I will take it and I will put it somewhere very special.
That's another innuendo, and I'm not letting you get away with that one either.
Super Oprah, a big test for El Tyino in more ways than one.
Hey, do you like floral print, Eamon?
Not my favorite. I like it as an accent. That's kind of the whole shebang.
Is that a cake logo? I couldn't quite see.
Cakes galore with Super Oprah.
You know, if our colleague Declan Finnegan has access to this program where he may be awaiting trial right now, you know, he's smiling seeing Super Oprah.
Who does? I mean, this audience loves them some Super Oprah. Oprah already starting the mind games here with El Tyino. I mean, maybe mind games describes an attention to it. I think this is just Super Oprah on a daily basis.
I believe George Ross is checking the boots of Super Oprah, making sure that she doesn't bring in any.
Just, you know, streamlining the process. Like,
some things illustrate themselves, Eamon Payton.
What do you think George had a worse time with, this or the barbed wire match?
I think George may be losing his lunch, and he hasn't even had lunch yet.
Oprah, get the... No, George?
I think Oprah's smitten with George Ross. We may have a love story unfolding before our eyes here, Eamon Payton.
Anything can happen here in Victory Championship Wrestling is now eyeing up El Tyino. Oh! I think Oprah wanted an Island Man in her future, but Tyino wants a fight in this ring.
Well, you're taken, so don't you get any ideas. No Island Men for you.
As I always say. And a waistlock there by Oprah. Oh, and a bit of a receipt there. Oprah is going to, in this scenario, really have an experience edge, a weight advantage. I don't like to see
How
other
dare
women's
you
bodies.
comment on her weight?
But also, like I said, the mind games. I don't know how you deal with a competitor like Super Oprah when you're any wrestler in the VCW locker room. Oh!
In a business of unique commodities, Super Oprah is a commodity all her own. And wherever Norman Smiley is watching this, I believe he would appreciate the big wiggle from Super Oprah.
Those cakes coming into play here. Oh, Tyino went charging, but no, Oprah catching his young new, and no, thinking maybe I think Maury wants a handhold on anything. She sees something in Tyino, I gotta say. Tyino a little vertically challenged right now with Super Oprah.
It's mesmerizing, Eamon.
Distraction. I don't know how you couldn't be distracted by those bounds of Super Oprah.
I believe that's some pound cake right there, right? What kind of cake is that? What's your favorite type of cake, Eamon?
That is too far on this edition of VCW. Because people are going to start sending me cake, and I don't know what kind of cake. I
believe Oprah has some chocolate cake in her future.
Shot to the chest of Super Oprah. But sort of an impenetrable force, so to speak, on
Very
the chest.
well said.
I was going to make a joke about how it may not be that impenetrable, but again, family show here, Victory Championship Wrestling.
That's the word on the street.
Series of shots there by Tyino on the floor.
Lip lock of doom!
You see a wrestler work the arm, you work the leg. Only Super Oprah able to work the lips.
The vaunted lip lock. which I believe was invented in 1937 by Wilbur Snyder, unconfirmed reports.
What is the strategy there? You control the lips, you control the body. Ooh, speaking of body.
If you control the lips, you control the heart, but.
Bit of a, is that a chunk clown?
He's got a sandal.
Tyino giving Super Oprah a piece of her mind, so to speak.
Where did Tyino get a sandal? Eamon, I hate to put you on the spot, but what the hell is going on?
Jim, I'm lost. You're not going to get me back on this. I mean, Super Oprah loves her shoes, I guess. But
you know, there's a Tony Atlas joke in there, but I'm not going there.
Oh, my. Okay, all right.
Oh, wait a minute. The fun and games may be over. I believe that Tyino chopped out one of the knees of Super Oprah. And that's a good strategy. I mean, all jokes aside here.
All jokes aside, I think we have, nothing is aside right now. I'm so sorry. Tyino, though, working over the leg of Super Oprah and also dealing with this cantankerous audience here in McMechen. Shots right to the thigh. Ooh, working down on that knee. And now Oprah with a handful of hair. I have a cat fight on her hand, so to speak. Oh, Oprah. Just one leg of Super Oprah able to push Tyino off like that.
Yeah, that's how much the size disparity really comes into play here.
See, there's a shot here by Tyino going back to that leg. Off the ropes, comes charging. Oh, caught by Super Oprah into the backbreaker.
And the pain etched on the face of Tyino.
Oh, turning him around.
Well, is this pleasure or pain, Eamon? That's the million-dollar question in this scenario.
Hey, it's about to be pain. Wait, George, what are you? George, you have a lot of explaining to do right now.
George conveniently looking the other way.
Oprah.
You know, Eamon, I just realized something. I've been in this business 17 years. That's the first time I called a 10-count spanking.
First time for everything, I guess. Big leg drop there by Oprah, but got none of it. Tyino taking advantage, going right in to the side headlock.
It's a hell of an opportunity for a chin lock, I'll tell you that.
You're full of it today, Jim, I got to say.
It's not the worst thing I've been called, so I'll take it.
Tyino trying to wear down Super. I'm going to call this like a wrestling match. I'm sorry. Tyino trying to work down Super Oprah.
Very catch-ass, catch-can, isn't it? Speaking of cans.
I hope she didn't catch a lot. Super Oprah fighting three. Still with the grass, though, is El Tyino. Oh, no!
No, he didn't! Eamon, there's one thing I know. You do not mess with a woman's wig.
And if Jim knows that, El Tyino definitely should know that.
I can't believe Oprah's not a natural blonde.
Super Oprah lighting up El Tyino. Taking Tyino, pillar to post here. Big crossbody.
Tyino got squashed. And speaking of squash, here's some squash, here's some cake.
Right in the face of El Tyino. Oprah looking to give possibly El Tyino a second helping.
Well, the next time we're here will be the month of Thanksgiving when we're here November 7th.
Now going an extra bit of charge here. Oh my God! Lipstick smears and all. Super Oprah just crushing El Tyino. Question is, has Super Oprah crushed the chances of El Tyino in this contest? And now, oh. Betty Crocker, eat your heart out.
Probably not the choice of words you wanted to use right there.
Tyino with nowhere to go. Oh, no. Pushing out from the back of Super Oprah. I think that was the best move Tyino could have made.
Yeah, Tyino, I think, is as flustered as we are.
Ooh, big insecurity right to the side of the head of Oprah. Super kick.
Well, Tyino wants to rain on this parade, that's for sure.
Tyino scaling up to the second. Question, oh! Oprah saw it coming, headbutt right to the top of the head, and now package pile driver! Stick a fork in it. It's a cake
I'm glad you clarified that one. What a matchup!
Miss Spontaneous Bouquet Super Oprah!
Look at this, Eamon. Package pile driver.
Stuffing El Tyino into the mat. Like Super Oprah stuffs into that little too tight outfit.
You know, Eamon, I am not a religious man, but I want to say it. God bless Super Oprah. She's the best.
Super Oprah, a force to be reckoned with as always in Victory Championship Wrestling. And Tyino going to have to go back to the drawing board and maybe try to wipe their memory of what they just experienced.
A true woman of the people is Super Oprah.
The queen of Victory Championship Wrestling. Here at Victory Championship Wrestling, you get it all, folks. Some barbed wire, some violence, some technical wizardry in that ring.
Some cake.
All of your food groups. All of your pro wrestling food groups.
Can you believe not just what we're seeing right here, right now, but when we come back to this building November 7th for the Victory Rumble?
Super Oprah, you gotta think, has to be a favorite. It's how you getting that cake over the top rope.
Welcome back, Super Oprah!
As we continue with more action here for Victory Championship Wrestling, Clayton King, a young upstart who's been making quite the name for himself here at VCW, coming back with a vengeance in just a few short moments. And once again, I want to thank everyone who is joining us here on IndyWrestling.us and on YouTube, VCW Road to Victory. Be sure to hashtag that by telling us your thoughts on social media.
Who's it going to be, Eamon? Who is going to answer this open challenge?
I mean, quite a lineup of competitors in Victory Championship Wrestling. Could it be someone we've seen before? Could it be someone all on their own?
Are you going to answer the open challenge, Eamon? Is there something you're not telling me?
You know, I think I fit a little bit better behind this table. Just a little bit. And also there's cake in the ring that you could slip.
Nothing wrong with some slippery cake, isn't there?
Again.
Is a special open challenge.
We get ready with our next matchup.
Well, Clayton King wanted to put out that challenge. It's put up or shut up if you're the Appalachian Alpha.
Introducing first, from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing 210 pounds, he is the Alpha of Appalachia, the Monarch, CLAYTON King!
Clayton King, young in his professional wrestling career, but I will say a ton of confidence. It's kind of putting it mildly. Clayton King carries himself like a champion, like the best wrestler in Victory Championship Wrestling. In fact, he allegedly won Wrestler of the Year a couple years in a row. I didn't get that poll. I missed that.
Well, with all the headlines about election results in the past few years, you can't really trust any election results, can you?
I mean, tricky situation to say the least, but Clayton King, the Monarch.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was some Russian collusion for Clayton King to get elected Wrestler of the Year. He doesn't quite strike me as the most trustworthy individual.
You gonna call Nikolai?
If you can talk to Nikolai today, I'll shake your hand, buddy.
Clayton King, the Monarch standing atop the ring here in Victory Championship Wrestling as they look to stand atop the ranks. And of course we have to give him a microphone. Why not? Why not?
Well, he wanted a platform. He has it. Make your statement, buddy. Put up or shut up time. Could be a pivotal night in the career of Clayton King, I'll tell you that much.
I think those kids in the front row want to accept it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Put that microphone down, Clayton!
Wait a second.
Tonight is supposed to be Clayton King's Open Challenge, not Clayton King's Open Mic Night! You see, these people didn't wait nearly 1 year for VCW to return to this building to see you run your mouth. No! They came here tonight to see you get your ass kicked! Now, most nights I'm just some guy named John, but tonight I'm the guy with the honor of introducing to you the master of the Sicilian sleeper, the Italian strongman, but more importantly, he's the man accepting your open challenge, Jami Michael Enrico!
A surprise appearance, Jim, from some guy named John here at Victory Championship Wrestling, but it looks like John's not coming alone.
Yeah, this isn't just John, it's some guy named John, and this is kind of a... There was a ploy. It was actually GME, the Italian strongman. That's my paisan. We're from the same place originally.
Jami Michael Enrico, GME. I gotta say, one of the fastest rising stars in this area, Jim.
Absolutely. He is a young man that checks all the boxes. Size, speed, agility, power. There are no flaws in the game of this young man.
And in this new era of Victory Championship Wrestling we had seen in the past here at VCW, Jami exhibit potential beyond his means. And now with more travels under his belt, Jami is back at VCW and looking to make an example out of the Monarch.
And I don't know if Clayton King was expecting Jami Michael Enrico to be the one to answer the challenge. Eamon, you and I have been here since early this morning. We didn't see GME at all.
I mean, that's kind of the double-edged sword, so to speak, of an open challenge. Clayton King.
He had no way to prepare for GME, and he doesn't look happy about it either.
And if there's a competitor that you don't want to study in-depthly, if there's don't want to not study in-depthly, don't want to have you at your best A-game for, it has got to be Jami. Some guy named John by the side of GME, the Italian colors and all. And Clayton getting his own head here on the floor.
Are you Italian, Eamon?
You know, I did a 23andMe, and it's like, aren't we all? Don't we have a little? Maybe I can bond with Gianni over that. Maybe some gravy. They call it gravy, right?
No, it's sauce.
It's sauce? Oh.
It is sauce. That gravy thing is a myth, but I'll forgive you. Speaking of sauce, shout out to my dad. Mr. Braddock makes some great sauce.
Oh, John!
And Clayton King's going to get the sauce because he's going to get punched right in the mouth. Some guy named John took the initiative.
Stomp to the foot, though, by Clayton. Always got to keep an eye on Clayton King. Hip toss there by Gianni.
And immediately, Clayton trying to call a timeout. As I said, you can really tell that he was not expecting GME to be the one to answer this challenge.
Taking it right to Clayton King here on the floor with the double axe handle. And now our good friend Bradley going to get a little taste here. Everyone gets a piece. Everyone gets a slice on the chest.
Do you know what this open challenge match just became?
What, Jim?
The biggest handicap match in the history of the business. It's McMechen, West Virginia versus Clayton King.
Guinness. Put that down. Ooh! Clayton getting an absolute beating here.
You know what all those kids are going to tell their teacher on their first day of school? What did they do on their summer vacation? They pummeled Clayton King. They pummeled the Appalachian Alpha.
If I'm those teachers, I'm giving them extra recess. Because Clayton deserves it, I do have to say, as now Gianni can take Clayton back into the ring. You can just see a fire lit under GME. And also, I mean, look at the athleticism and the physical acumen. Oh! Clayton going to that middle rope as GME was trying to enter.
That'll slow anybody down, obviously.
Clayton, a skilled competitor, but more than anything, very versed in all of the confines of the ring, as we just saw there.
Yeah, he is probably the most resourceful young man on the VCW roster. He can inflict damage on an opponent in any scenario. Inside or outside of the rule book, obviously, as you're seeing right here.
Clayton. Now with, I think, an added bit of a fire in their step, so to speak. That abuse they took all around ringside. Ooh. Nothing will redeem that other than putting down Gianni Michael Enrico here.
Yeah, GME, just 3 years in this sport. He's already won several championships. He's a mainstay out of 880 wrestling, where you're familiar with. You've seen GME excel both inside and outside of the city of Pittsburgh.
Shots to the gut there by GME, but Clayton with just one clubbering blow right to the back. This is how you wear down an opponent in that ring.
That's what I'm talking about, man. The way that Clayton King is generating that offense shows you how resourceful he is. Back press did not hook the leg, very lackadaisical cover. And what you're seeing right there may be the only flaw in Clayton King's skill set. His arrogance is just out of control.
Clayton's ability to find the camera hasn't really always led to him being able to find a win here in Victory Championship Wrestling. And if Clayton can focus, he could be a true Monarch. He could be the top echelon in VCW. Irish whip now. Gianni off into the rope, shoulder tackle.
Cover here, once again, did not hook the leg. I'm not here to criticize Eamon, but that is an elementary mistake. If Clayton King wants to be successful, not just in this matchup, but in VCW as a whole, you have to hook the leg. The level of competition here is just too high. The caliber of athlete is just too great for any lackadaisical situations here. There are no easy wins. There are no easy matches in Victory Championship Wrestling. It just doesn't exist.
Oh, Clayton able to float over there as Gianni tried to Irish whip off. Springs off and clatters Gianni Michael Enrico right in the top of the head.
I believe he may have gotten him in the tip of the forehead that time, which could really jar the neck or the spine in that exchange.
Beyond lackadaisical cover there, though, and that is the arrogance seeping out of Clayton King.
I think you can actually see the arrogance in his hair there. It really is seeping. That's a good call, Eamon.
Oh, wait. Going for that ankle lock. Trapping up the leg of Gianni.
Yeah, and GME's on an island. He's right in the center of the ring. He's got nowhere to go.
With a look in the eyes of the Italian strongman, trying his best to claw his way to some reprieve. And able to get there. Little assist there by some guy named John, helping to rally this crowd behind Gianni.
That's not just some guy named John. That's the guy named John tonight.
Could be crucial. Oh, wait a second. speaking of him, Clayton King putting a chase now to John on the outside.
Well, some guy named John is not the one that's in this matchup.
Oh, God! Right to the jaw of Clayton King, and Gianni also out.
And let's not forget, Eamon, it was Clayton King who decided to take after John, as you're seeing here on the screen. John was not involved in this matchup. Clayton King is the one that initiated that chase, and he got his lights knocked out for it, excuse me.
Gianni, Clayton trying to stir to their feet now. Question is, with this bit of a stalemate in this matchup, who's going to mount the advantage? Blocked by Gianni, big forearm shot. Off the rope, big boot. Follows it up, hooking up Clayton here. Plants him into the mat.
Let gravity do the work that time.
And now, eyeing it up something big here for Clayton. Waiting for the opportune moment as Clayton starts to stir. Comes charging, try for a lariat. No, Clayton, side effect.
Interception into the side effect, transitions right to the cover. And I'm telling you, Eamon, that's what I'm talking about right there. The way that Clayton King seamlessly put those maneuvers together and amounted it to a near fall. That's how you get the victory. You build upon that, and you see how Clayton King builds upon those maneuvers each and every time.
Oh, try for that Olympic slam, but instead Gianni able to fight free. Gianni scoops out Clayton with ease. Oh, wait, what? John on the apron, what is he? Gianni's got the cover.
Gianni has the win. What is John doing? And GME's as confused as we are.
What is it? What is the knee? Oh, come on! Clayton from behind! And what is John?
Eamon, this is a little too convenient here.
There's the Olympic slam! Not like this, come on! Oh!
Wait a minute.
So is some guy named John costing Gianni this contest very obviously.
This was a setup, Eamon. You're seeing the low blow right there. And that's when John knew when to get the hell out of Dodge, because John was in the back pocket of Clayton King.
Was this 3D chess, so to speak, by Clayton King?
Eamon, I hate to say it, but clearly Clayton King had a plan, and he may have more in store for VCW as we head toward the Victory Rumble November 7th.
Absolutely. And now with some guy named John joined up with Clayton King, this could be a duo people really need to look at.
Well, what we just realized is you can't trust, quote unquote, some guy named John.
Now, actually, Jim, if you can you excuse me real 1 second? I have some quick business to attend to. Sorry.
Where are you going, Eamon?
I'll let you know in a second. 1 second.
Well, Eamon Payton is leaving his post here. I'm with you. We're still here on IndyWrestling.network, the IndyWrestling.us YouTube page. And you're seeing there we have that gigantic six-man tag, Worst Generation of Mad Dog Myers and Saturday Night Special squaring off against Colton Quinn, Izzy Lambert, and John Paul the Miserable. And I'm still trying to figure out where Eamon went. Does anybody know where Eamon? Sorg, where did Eamon go? And as you can hear, our Victory Rumble will be November 7th back here in McMechen. Make sure to check out Victory Championship Wrestling on Facebook. We're going to have updates all throughout the coming months as we roll towards the Victory Rumble. And there is Gina. That's all we That's all we know her as. And there's Josh Main. Brass Knuckles champion, Mad Dog Myers tag team champions, Saturday night special of Marcus Twist and DD Vice. Senior official Josh Main. Let's not forget that, like them or not, Worst Generation wield a lot of power within Victory Championship Wrestling because they have so much gold in this group here. And Josh Main is one of the sleaziest individuals I've ever seen. I don't mind telling you that. And what does the Brass Knuckles champion have to say here?
All right, the time has come. VCW, McMechen, West Virginia. Hello!
This guy is obnoxious.
It is so nice to see us, and the pleasure is all yours. Man, let me do this. So allow me to pleasure you all some more. But for a little formal introduction, allow me to give you a little oral demonstration of my mouth skills. First time ever! Introducing, first, being accompanied in the ring by the all-natty batty powerhouse, Gina! And, indeed, in fact, the cutest thing you've ever seen. Not only am I the hookup, but I am also your VCW senior official. The one you ought to know and the one you can call my friend Josh. They are the team of first, the current and reigning and longest reigning VCW Tag Team Champions. The team of the human double wide, DD Vice, and the candy-coated razor blade, Marcus Twist! The team known as Saturday Night Special. And their partner, tattooing out of American National Tattoo, Imperial, PA. No. He is not a paper champion. Actually, he is the current and longest reigning VCW Brass Knuckles champion. The single best ass kicker this side of the Mississippi. And the other, bark it up for Mad Dog Myers. And together, we all proudly represent Worst Generation! No, that's not the reaction. Let's give it one more time. I said a Worst Generation! Oh, woo! Damn, I love hearing myself talk. Now, the reason why I had to do a little formal introduction is because if it was up to VCW, you wouldn't know that these are the longest reigning tag team champions. You wouldn't know this is the longest reigning Brass Knuckles champion because VCW doesn't give a damn about Worst Generation. And guess what? The feeling's kind of mutual. And the disrespect I'm getting from all of you, spoiler alert, here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna bring out some jabronis. They're gonna kick their ass all over McMechen. Then we're gonna take our belts and get the hell out of here. Whoa. Nice of you to dress up.
Cut that music real quick. Cut that music.
I actually like that song, but whatever.
Folks, VCW wrestling fans, if you don't know me yet, my name is Eamon Payton. I am the play-by-play commentator for Victory Championship Wrestling. But that's not all I am, because we're in a new era of VCW. And I have been honored to take the position as assistant to Commissioner Ripper Blackheart.
So we can show up and we get mistreated, but Ripper doesn't show up and he can just make whoever make the rules and all that, even though I'm senior official. Cool, make it make sense.
Josh, Ripper has a lot of business to attend to.
And I have like 5 things to do and I'm still here, but whatever.
Well,
Math ain't mathin'.
Speaking of a lot of things to do, I know
you
you've said it multiple times. I kind of tried to tune you out a little bit, but you said multiple times that you are a senior official.
The senior official.
And
everywhere I go.
Not only are you saying you're a senior official, but I, as the assistant to Ripper Blackheart, looked over all the contracts, and you are hired as a senior official.
Yeah.
So, here's the thing. Whatever you're doing with all this stuff.
Hanging out with my friends, yeah.
Whatever. You are here to be a senior official. So, tonight's 6-man tag team matchup with the Worst Generation, you are going to be hanging out with your friends. You're going to be officiating this contest.
No. Where's my ref shirt? Where are my knee pads? I'm not gonna get a little scrape.
Oh, I thought you were thinking that.
Oh, you son.
So no, you might not have the stripes, but you will be the senior official for this matchup.
Yeah, that's fine.
And
we're just gonna win.
Not just that, but you do an okay job as an official.
Oh. Just an okay job. You don't know a damn thing about refereeing. None of you know how lucky you are that I decided to grace McChicken.
Well, let's be clear. Let's see how great you are. You're going to be officiating this matchup.
Okay.
And here's the thing. Because Ripper Blackheart says that I have the control here, you are going to call this match right down the middle, no funny business, no shenanigans. And if you don't, those tag team titles, that brass knuckle title, will be stripped from the Worst Generation. Ladies and gentlemen, bring out their opponent.
Eamon Payton laying down the law. Eamon, now I know where you were going.
Did I miss anything?
From Buffalo, New York, weighing 205 pounds, the Rowdy Rebel, Colton Quinn. Being accompanied in the ring by Cherry, from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing 227 pounds, Izzy Lambert. And from Paris, Ohio, weighing 402 baguettes, the Mastermind, Jean-Paul Le Misera.
6-man tag team action organized by our Commissioner Ripper Blackheart, which I am proud to represent on his behalf here tonight. And Izzy Lambert.
Is that who you've been texting all night?
Look, I keep my contacts very close to my chest.
Well, thanks for letting me in on it, but finally we're going to see Josh Main is going to have to call this one down the middle, or Worst Generation loses all those championships.
You know, Josh Main, his backwards way that he has gotten to become senior official here in Victory Championship Wrestling has been marred with a lot of, let's just say, crap. And so Josh, I think a lot of these fans are done with. I think I'm done with. You're done with. Ripper Blackheart's done with. If you want to be the official, let's call it down the middle. And then you can go to Applebee's with your friends, Marcus Twist and Dee Dee Weiss and Mad Dog Myers, and party it up all you want.
You must have a utility belt on, Eamon, because you even had knee pads for Josh so he doesn't scrape his knees.
I always come prepared. It's safety. Safety here in Victory Championship Wrestling. I know we just had the barbed wire match, but still.
I didn't want to point that out, but, you know, slightly contradictory, but I'll let that slide. I'm not going to bring up that you brought up safety first on an event that's had so much mayhem. But we're seeing Josh, I mean, he is going to have to legitimately have to put those knee pads on and call this one down the middle.
And, you know, he might not have the black and white, but, you know, this is why I have the issue with Josh. They say you always bring your shirt. You always have it in tow.
You're always here with your headset. You're always ready to go.
Thank you. Professional.
I want to thank you for bringing my headset as well, because we're happy to be here as a part of IndyWrestling.us, IndyWrestling.network. Make sure you subscribe. Literally thousands of hours of independent professional wrestling available on IndyWrestling.network. Worst Generation squaring off against Colton Quinn, Jean-Paul the Miserol, and Izzy Lambert.
And Josh Main better be know that not only myself, but more importantly, Ripper Blackheart will be watching this match very, very closely.
You know, Eamon, while you were away, I got a collect call from the Marshall County Correctional Facility, but I didn't answer. I believe it's Declan trying to get in touch with us.
Dang, you probably should answer that one. But I left you here. You had to tend business to yourself. It's my fault.
I guess I should check my voicemail at some point, huh?
Sorry, Declan. Colton Quinn going to start things off with the sweet and sassy son of the Independents, Marcus Twist.
Yeah, the candy-coated razor blade, because quite frankly, Marcus Twist is one of the most demented customers you're going to find in this wrestling business. He does not hesitate to spill blood or break bones. And quite frankly, that's what makes Saturday Night Special and Worst Generation as a whole so dangerous.
Marcus Twist.
Collar and elbow tie-up, Eamon.
Will do absolutely anything in that ring along with Dee Dee Weiss and Mad Dog Myers. And it's been that attitude, that rogue energy of Saturday Night Special that has led them to become VCW Tag Team Champions. They were in many ways considered one of the best tag teams in this company, even without having those titles. But now, in this new era, they're on top of the ranks here in the tag team division. And they want to wield that power. But in order to keep that power, Josh will have to follow the rules.
And that may be a tougher task than even their three very suitable opponents here.
That's now Colton Quinn, very young upstart here in the area, who I think has quite the potential in this new era of VCW. Was on the cusp of championship gold in the past. Has a work ethic that is really, really impressive in that ring. Tagging now to the maniacal Izzy Lambert.
I believe the same can be said about Izzy, because we've seen Izzy go on a real journey here in Victory Championship Wrestling. We've seen him overcome a lot of things. In this new chapter, you know, Izzy's going to want to put his stamp on Victory Championship Wrestling going forward, as everyone on the roster does. And I believe that's why there's such high stakes in this particular event this afternoon.
A lot of turmoil that Izzy Lambert has had to deal with here in Victory Championship Wrestling, and largely due, for the most part, to Remy LeVay. But now, looking to pave a new path, is now clubbering blows to the side of the head of DD Vice. Oh, big back elbow. You never know what's swirling around in that brain of Izzy Lambert, and that makes him such a hard character to predict in that ring.
Yeah, very eccentric to say the least is Izzy Lambert.
Speaking of eccentric, in comes the mastermind, Jean-Paul Le Miserable, who has grown a cult following here.
Yeah, he's really been adopted by the VCW. Excuse me, I mean, I apologize.
No, you're absolutely right, though. And it doesn't take a long, it's not easy for this audience to warm to somebody as quickly as they have warmed to John Paul. And the worst part is he can't even express it to them.
I think we can see the pained expression on his face here because Mad Dog is wrenching on that side headlock. Good way to control the posture of the opponent. Shoots him off here, hits the rope, comes back through.
The rabid dog that is Mad Dog Myers, one of the most vicious competitors in that ring. Oh, but sometimes when dog meets wall.
Eamon, you can see mime, so translate for me here. What just happened?
Bit of a door situation. John Paul, quite the quick carpenter, so to speak. And Mad Dog, maybe injuring his foot here or his knee.
You know who else was a carpenter? One of my uncles was a carpenter.
I thought you were going to say something really sacrilegious.
No, legitimate. My uncle is a carpenter.
Well, we'll have to get his thoughts on John Paul's work.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to review this footage and we have a tug of war here with it.
Mad Dog, gets clocked right in the face. John Paul trying to egg Mad Dog on.
This is psychological warfare to a completely different level.
Absolutely, the master mind games.
The mime games, I see what you did there.
Oh, wait, is that a knife? Okay. Wait, no, that's not a knife. No. Jesus!
Eamon, I hate to be repetitive because we have the replay here. What the hell just happened?
Do we all got our wits about us? I thought it was an earthquake for a second in West Virginia.
No, John Tenta is not here in McMechen this afternoon.
Tag in now to Colton Quinn as Marcus Twist now making his way in.
I don't know what happened there, but I can tell you what's happening right now. Colton Quinn's running roughshod here.
Forearm shot. Smaller competitor, but packs a punch is Colton Quinn.
Very explosive is Colton Quinn with that offense.
From charging in the corner, snapmare takedown. Going to follow with more offense on Twist. Big drop kick right to the side of the head.
2.5.
Colton. It's going to take a little bit more to take out somebody with the resumes of Saturday Night Special.
Well, they're champions for a reason, no doubt about it.
Side headlock now, trying to work down here on Marcus Twist. Bring this action to a halt, so to speak. Snap. Oh, sorry. Takedown there by Twist. Drop kick right to the side of the head.
Right to the temple. Colton is seeing stars right now.
Colton going to have to rebound. Colton also, someone who has had some injuries in the past that have kind of taken pauses in their career because of. And it's all in how you rebound. It's all in how you move forward as a professional wrestler. And the question is, can Colton find the strength within?
Absolutely. How you handle adversity is key in this sport. Double Japanese arm drag. And this is why Saturday Night Special, not only why they're the tag team champions, but why they're so regarded for their success, because they work step for step. Tag team continuity personified are Marcus Twist and DD Vice.
They call themselves the worst generation, and looking to bring the worst out of Victory Championship Wrestling is now, keeping Colton far away from his partners, but also raking the eyes across that cable. That is a metal cable, folks.
Classic tag team wrestling, cutting the ring in half at the hypotenuse and keeping your opponent on that opposing side.
A big back elbow.
Like this right here. Look where Mad Dog Myers is positioning himself. In between Colton Quinn and his tag team partners.
He's not just rugged. He's not just, greasy, so to speak, in that ring. He is incredibly smart. That is an underrated quality of Mad Dog Myers.
Yeah, I really think that Mad Dog Myers is reaching the prime years of his career under the Victory Championship Wrestling banner. He was a young man that had potential early in his career, and I believe we're seeing him realize that potential because he is as polished as he's ever been, which is why he's the Brass Knuckles champion right now.
Oh!
Nothing polished about that.
Well, and that is, up to referee discretion, I will say. Cover.
I got to give it to Josh. That was an even count.
I mean, it better stay that way. Josh was hired because of his officiating skills. And then somewhere down the road, either because he wanted to be, friends with these guys, either because he wanted some sense of belonging or whatever, or some sense of power more than anything, he's lost track of that.
Well, he was drinking at Applebee's, but he got drunk on power. That's what he got drunk on. He got drunk on the authority.
And now DD Vice scooping up Colton Quinn. No, Colton able to reverse out. Tag in to John Paul. That was a smart move there by Colton, not trying more offense, instead getting some reprieve on the apron.
The fieriest mime in the business, Eamon.
John Paul with the shots on Mad Dog. Irish whip reversal. Dug over clothesline there. John Paul has Mad Dog up. Tilt-a-whirl DDT. And John Paul light on his feet. Oh, and dug right to the eyes, though, of Mad Dog.
If you can't see, you can't fight, mime or not.
Speaking might be out the window, but the sight might be as well. As now Worst Generation again in control here, keeping John Paul in the corner. Double team offense here from Twist and Vice, what they are known to do. Again, spreading the legs again. And now headbutt.
You can see the pain on the face. He may be speechless for an entirely different reason, unfortunately.
DD now. Look at holding John Paul up.
Yeah, John Paul may be on borrowed time here.
Super kick. Cyto suplex.
Man, you saw the body ricochet on impact there.
Cover now, lateral press. And Izzy right in to break it up. They know that the tricks of the Worst Generation are something that you can't just kind of be above.
This could be up to a discretion here because I believe that Josh was conveniently turning his back while Marcus Twist tried to asphyxiate John Paul there.
And now choking out John Paul on that bottom rope.
I'm going to ask you again, what do you think was the motivation for Josh Main to align himself with Saturday Night Special and Mad Dog Myers?
Look, Josh, he needs some friends or something. I'm not one to talk, okay? Like I'm a wrestling fan like anybody else. Like we're not the greatest in terms of that kind of stuff. But Josh, seeing something in this like brotherhood, so to speak, of Mad Dog Myers and Saturday Night Special cover. But I gotta say, just to diagnose, so to speak, I don't think Mad Dog Myers and Saturday Night Special see that same thing in Josh. They've been able to utilize Josh for sure in contests, but that transactional relationship is very common with Saturday Night Special and with Myers.
Well, thanks for being my friend, Eamon. I appreciate you.
See.
I don't expect you to compromise the integrity of your job for it, but I appreciate you being my friend.
And thank you to all of our friends at home who are watching. Ooh. Scoop slam there on John Paul, and now DD in full control. This has been a good 10 minutes, Jim, of Worst Generation in control of this contest.
Yeah, they have really isolated John Paul here.
Turning John Paul inside out there. And now DD, the big man, going to come charging. Oh, my God.
Oh, man. John Paul got squashed.
DD Vice, the way they're able to utilize their weight advantage and just crush their opponents. Covered by Twist, hook of the leg.
And they are meticulously picking apart John Paul here.
It is going to come down to if John Paul can make the tag here in this matchup because, oh, God. head first into the ring post there. John Paul cannot keep in this fight alone. He's got to fight back the best he can.
Yeah, I think this is an act of desperation here, Eamon.
Comes charging. Oh, big uppercut.
Some self-preservation.
And now hooking up Jean Paul right where he wants him. Oh, my God. Shoulder breaker there.
That's a good way to separate a shoulder.
And the systematic way they are picking apart at Jean Paul here.
They're enjoying this. They're trying to make an example out of Jean Paul here.
Oh! He's alive! He may not be able to speak, but he's alive! And he's still in this fight!
Marcus Twist looks speechless too.
Now Twist, oh, Jean Paul firing back with shots. Twist gave him a little bit too much time to recover, and now Jean reversal. Oh, knee right to the gut.
That got shut down very, very quickly.
Saturday Night Special, a great job of stopping momentum, keeping people from getting in the offensive position in this contest. And at a certain point, when you've tried so hard to get into that position, it wears on you mentally, not just physically.
No doubt about it. Very well said.
Oh, wait. Breaking free here. Oh, right to the throat. On Marcus Twist. I don't know if Josh can see it, but he's putting in the count. Catching Twist. Big clothesline.
And can the mime make the tag? Look at this discus clothesline. Well, first he's going to strangle him with something. I can't quite see what it is.
Don't worry, Jim. You're not the only one. But then that discus clothesline right to the jaw of Twist. That is exactly what Jean Paul needed. Referee Josh Main putting in the count.
A fair count, which shocked me.
Oh. Bit of an assist here by Jean Paul. Making his way towards his corner into Izzy Lambert. There's the tag. Taking it 3-on-1 here with Worst Generation, but it's what Izzy needs to do. Clothesline in the corner. Izzy, a house of fire here.
You know, Izzy has been aching to get in the ring right now. He is pouring out all that aggression. He has 8 months of pent-up aggression to return here to VCW.
2 for the price of 1 there. Takes that Saturday Night Special.
Gone by the match, 15 minutes.
Planting Myers into the mat. Could this be a cover? Hook of the leg. Saturday Night Special, though, right in to break it up. It was difficult because with John Paul and Colton Quinn being taken to, as they have been, they couldn't really be an equalizing factor there for their team.
Twist has Izzy up.
Myers, oh, catches him. Double team offense there. Cover. And Colton and John now in.
Eamon, I'm going to ask you, because you have authority through Ripper Blackheart, has Josh Main called this one down the middle?
I will say Josh has done, I would say, a by-the-numbers job in terms of this. I mean, there's a little bit of chaos in this ring that he should control here. 1 in, 1 out, but no. DD Vice with the release German suplex.
Eamon, I hate to put you on the spot. Who's legal?
Oh, that is all out the window. I believe Izzy Lambert is legally tagged into this matchup. So Josh now trying to wake up Mad Dog here. Izzy catching DD, and DD catching Marcus there. Oh! That was quite the combination. Unfortunate turn of events, and Josh laid out here.
Yeah, somehow Worst Generation. Well, look out.
Gina, that's Cherry. Oh, wait, Danny Jax. The compatriot to Colton Quinn. Stopping Gina in her tracks. Right to the back. It seems like this unit has found every piece.
Everybody's fighting it out. Gina and Danny Jax are fighting at ringside. All 6 men in the ring.
And now Jean Paul gonna come charging. Kick right to the face of Myers. Izzy Lambert gonna be thinking Twisted Easter. Hits it. Oh, wait, referee George Ross out here.
George Ross is here.
Nails the Swanton on Mad Dog Myers. Oh, wait. Josh back up to his feet.
This rivalry has been bubbling for months as well.
Oh. Josh! Take it down, George. Oh, come on.
Josh is assaulting George.
The power struggle here with our officials. Not what I was hoping to transpire. It's now John Paul cover there on Myers. Josh, there's a cover. John. Stunner!
Stunner from George Ross.
And wait. Ankle lock.
What is happening?
There's a cover in the ring, though. That's a 3 count.
The winners of the match, Colton Quinn, Izzy Lambert, and Sean Paul, Les Miserables.
Colton, Izzy, Sean Paul stand tall here. And George Ross with the stunner, making sure that Josh May counted the fall.
Yeah, he was going to twist that ankle off if Josh didn't count that 3.
You know what? I got one more thing to do. 1 second.
Where are you going now? Eamon, where are you going? What in the world is going on?
Wait. Hold on. First of all, congratulations to our winners, Colton Quinn, Izzy Lambert, Sean Paul, Les Miserables.
Give it up for George Ross.
Here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. This can't happen anymore, okay? I know you don't like him, okay? But this can't happen anymore. I'll tell you what my solution is. November 7th, how about you can get your hands on him in that ring? You find yourself a tag team partner. Josh, you find yourself a tag team partner. And actually, you know what? Yeah, that's not going to work for me. You need to find someone other than any of the members of the Worst Generation. That will go down November 7th, and we'll settle it.
Hey, Josh! You're off this
November 7th, George Ross is coming to kick ass. Josh May better take his life insurance policy out now.
Let's hear it one more time for Izzy Lambert.
And Josh May is throwing a temper tantrum.
Paul, Les Miserables. Oh, and let's hear it one more time for referee George Ross.
Well, that will settle the difference. It has to settle it, Jim. November 7th. This has gone too far with George and Josh. The situation will be settled November 7th, whether they like it or not. It's been interfering too much with these great competitors.
I can't believe this. We're going to have George Ross and Josh May in the ring. Tag team partners will be chosen the night of the Victory Rumble.
And now, folks, with all of that transpiring tonight, with the barbed wire, with the new stipulations, with the super Oprahs of it all, with the technical wrestling, we are getting ready for our main event of the night for the VCW Heavyweight Championship. Cowpoke Paul, the champion, putting the title on the line in maybe the toughest test for Paul against Gory.
The New Age Plague, for more than 2 decades, has been one of the most dominant forces anywhere in independent wrestling. And in this brand new chapter of Victory Championship Wrestling, it may be Gory asserting his dominance going forward. We're going to find out in our main event here this afternoon.
Quite possibly another title in the storied history of Gory's career tonight if he defeats Cowpoke Paul. But ladies and gentlemen, once again, Before we head into our main event, I want to thank everyone who has been joining us tonight on IndyWrestling.us and on YouTube. Reminder that November 7th we will be back for the Victory Rumble. That will also be available streaming. But honestly, folks, the only way to watch Victory Championship Wrestling is live and in person here in McMechen. If you are in the West Virginia area, it is the hottest ticket in town. Be sure to come on down to Bishop Donahue November 7th.
You'll be here.
I will be here. Someone's got to control this.
I'll be here.
Jim will be here.
If he makes bail, Declan Finnegan may be here.
That's up in the air. You know, bail's not really high these days, but I would hope Declan would be here.
And we're going to find out who the VCW heavyweight champion will be come November 7th.
And both of these competitors, whoever leaves tonight as VCW heavyweight champion, has to also be looking closely at the Victory Rumble, because we will determine a number one contender on that night. And whether it is Cowpoke Paul, whether it is Gory, they will have very little rest heading in to some tough competition. But that is why Victory Championship Wrestling is one of the premier companies in this area. The best come here to wrestle in Victory Championship Wrestling.
We're back. We ain't going anywhere. And we'll
Buddy, I got to tell you,
right?
I am so happy to be here with you as we get to call this main event. Thank you for being here with me. Thanks everyone here for watching us, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on IndyWrestling.network. We're happy to have you. It is main event time.
So we'll get ready to get underway, folks. As the leader of the Cowpoke Posse, a man who is a crowd favorite here in VCW, who came from a young upstart career to being one of the faces of this area.
Absolutely. Gory, a 21-year pro. He debuted in this sport at just 18 years old, and he is as sharp as ever. He has quite literally grown up in the sport of professional wrestling. He is as dangerous and as calculating as anyone you're going to find. His reputation precedes him because he has earned that reputation over the past 21 years.
The new plague, like a virus that has latched himself upon Victory Championship Wrestling. Skilled, but dangerous.
He is an aerial assassin.
Death Defier. Gory, his reputation preceded itself before he even came into this area. Championships everywhere that he goes.
Ultra aggression is Gory. He is going to be a tough test for that young man right there.
The VCW heavyweight champion, the Yeehaw Kid, the leader of the Cowpoke Posse. All the way from the farm to the pro wrestling ring. Humble beginnings have fostered and created one of the best champions this company has ever had, Jim.
Absolutely. I'm familiar with Cowpoke Paul. Trained out of the Stronghold Academy under the direction of Pittsburgh legend Brandon Kay and fellow Pittsburgh legend Dean Radford. Cowpoke Paul, from those humble beginnings, has become a force all across the independent circuit. And there's a reason for that, because he is ultra talented. When the organizers, when management of different organizations can get Cowpoke on the card, they do not pass it up.
Like I said, the Cowpoke Posse in full effect in one of our largest crowds here at the Bishop Donahue High School. Cowpoke Paul not just earning a championship to really put to their resume going forward in their, what is soon to be a long and prosperous career, but carrying the banner of Victory Championship Wrestling. That is something Cowpoke Paul takes a great deal of pride in.
I have a question for you, my friend. Ain't it great to be alive on a Sunday afternoon in McMechen, West Virginia?
The music gets something in me, I will say. It's not my genre, but Cowpoke Paul knows how to light up an audience.
I'm more of a Neil Young fan, but you know what? I'm still enjoying myself.
Tomato, tomato.
You know what, Eamon? it's better to burn out than to fade away.
This is your main event of the evening. It is for the VCW Championship, scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. When the bell rings, the man in charge is George Ross. Introducing first to my right, the challenger from Ogden Marsh, weighing in at 175 pounds, the New Age Plague, Gory! His opponent to my left, he is the reigning and defending VCW champion from Dry Rock, Wyoming, weighing 180 pounds, the leader of the Cowpoke posse, Cowpoke Paul!
As we get ready for this main event championship matchup, Jim, two people with two different wrestling styles, two different philosophies on professional wrestling, and really just philosophies on life, I would say, in Gory and Cowpoke Paul.
Yeah, Gory, not the most well-adjusted individual, but he is ultra-talented, ultra-dangerous, and that's why he is challenging for the VCW Heavyweight Championship. We've talked about different experience gaps throughout this afternoon. Gory started competing in the year of 2004. Cowpoke Paul was just 4 years old.
Wow. And the thing that's crazy about that is that Gory hasn't missed a step in all of that time.
And he's still young because he got into the industry at just 18.
So Gory, I think, might be Cowpoke Paul's toughest test. I will say the most intimidating test possibly, just from name recognition alone, putting aside this aura of the new plague.
No doubt about it, the New Age Plague has a reputation that precedes him. And Cowpoke Paul realizes that. Cowpoke, only a 3-year pro, but he's a young veteran in many ways. He has the natural instincts. He is a true prodigy of this sport. He understands how dangerous Gory is.
Very technical in that ring is Cowpoke Paul. I gotta imagine a lot of the roping that Cowpoke Paul is one to do on the farms.
Gory maintaining control here with the wrist lock.
Keeping full control now on Cowpoke Paul. Paul trying to rally this audience behind him. Now Paul, look at the agility of the blue ribbon wrestler.
That's what I'm talking about. Cowpoke is a true natural inside those ring ropes.
Gory, tried for the ropes, and Cowpoke Paul saw that no, it's not going to be that easy. You're going to have to fight out of this hold, and Gory does there. Unconventionally aside with the stomp on the foot.
Backs him on the ropes here, shoots him off. Big shoulder tackle.
Rare situation when Gory's kind of matching the size department. And I think Gory's going to want to capitalize that in this contest. Nice roll through.
That's a very good point, Eamon. Taking in the size here, this matchup is going to be very quick. A lot of speed on display.
Leapfrog. Paul grabs the foot.
Yeah, telegraphed it, but Gory does the same. Shoulders down. Man, that is how good these two are. That's a prime example.
And Gory sending Cowpoke Paul up, down, all around, and then just a blow right to the jaw to take Cowpoke Paul basically back down to earth. Another Irish hip toss. Paul able to block. Spins around with the arm drag. It's going to be quick in this early going. You're not going to see too much of a fall here in this unless a competitor traps the other. And that could lead to an early victory. Is now Paul with a hold of the wrist, up the ropes.
And this is a new equation for Gory because it's usually Gory coming off the ropes like that. We're going to see how diverse the defensive playbook is for Gory.
Little do-si-do, mind games there, and then falling right into a drop toe hold. The question is, can Cowpoke Paul get Gory off his game?
And that may be some mind games here, another level of this sport. Not just ring generalship, not just the physical tools, but also the mental warfare as well.
Look at our vertical suplex. Gory able to reverse with the waist lock. Gory, it's almost slithery in that ring. You can think that you have them in a moment. As we see right here, pair of waist locks. Neither competitor able to get an advantage. Oh, wait. Waistlock here on George. Oh, Gory. No, I think he tried to go low there on Cowpoke Paul, but Paul had it scouted. And Gory still with a waistlock. What the hell? Oh, Gory able to fight free there.
Man, George is having a rough day at the office, isn't he?
Nothing worse than when you get kicked off your horse. Is now George trying to lay down the law. Cowpoke cover. Paul, schoolboy now, cover, shoulders down. Series of quick covers here. Maybe an idea that in their minds that I can catch the other off guard. Sunset flip, roll through.
Shoulders down.
Gory able to fight free and desperately rolling to the outside to stop that momentum that Cowpoke Paul had been building.
Yeah, that's a veteran maneuver right there, because Gory, what he is doing is breaking that momentum of the champion.
I thought he was going to say he was going to make Cowpoke Paul wait, but Paul taking the fight to Gory. Now Gory tries for a drop kick, but Paul able to get out of the way. Suicide dive! Look at the added confidence under Cowpoke Paul, Jim. Now that he holds that VCW Heavyweight Championship, you just see a new energy.
Absolutely. A confident wrestler is a very accomplished wrestler, and that's what Cowpoke Paul certainly is, being the champion.
Paul with a hold of Gory. Ooh, gonna take him back to the ring the hard way, this time face first into the apron.
Putting the challenger back in the ring is where the champion can retain that title.
Absolutely. So looking to dish out more offense here on the floor, trying to get Gory up, but Gory fighting free. Sitting down with the weight. And now Gory, oh my God, those nails right to the back of Paul. Oh my God, back first onto that apron.
And that'll realign the spine, because underneath that apron is the steel ring frame.
Gory top turnbuckle, Paul had it scouted. Turns Gory inside out. Question is, can Paul capitalize, especially after that move on the apron? Cowpoke Paul, rev it up. Vertical suplex.
Textbook floats over.
Only two there.
What a transition by the champion.
Very nice float over right into the cover. Shoulders with the right amount of pressure. We talk a lot about focus in a competitor, and Cowpoke Paul is exhibiting it. You're not going to get Paul off of his game. Oh, wait, Gory. He tried for that Dust Bowl DDT, but Gory had it scouted, instead keeping Paul, on that top rope.
Man, the champion tumbled to the floor, and that was a very loud thud. We've already seen how devastating this wood floor can be this afternoon.
Absolutely.
That could change the complexion of this matchup.
Paul trying to get his wits about him as referee puts in the count, but Gory going to follow out. He cannot win the championship on a countout. Oh.
You heard the contact there.
Gory wants to be a leader of any company that he is in by force, and he sees these young fans here in the audience who adore Cowpoke Paul.
To your point, Gory has won championships everywhere, literally everywhere he's gone, except for VCW.
And look at Gory trying to get in the minds, not just of Cowpoke Paul, but of the Cowpoke posse. Gory clearing our audience here in the front row. What is thinking of taking things out onto the foot? No. This crowd in McMechen is much more alike in life experience to a Cowpoke Paul than to a Gory, and I think Gory really resents that.
That's a very good point.
Paul reeling in the corner. Now Gory gonna Irish whip Paul hard into the turnbuckle. Charging quickly into that clothesline and going right out onto the apron. That is the brute force of Gory. Brings up double stomp!
Oh man, you saw the impact. Back press.
And he almost got an angle on that double stomp. I think he might have even got Paul right in the ribs.
There's no doubt about it. Maximum damage from the New Age Plague.
Oh, and look at him stomping on that hand, too, as well.
Yeah, trying to smash the metacarpals of the champion.
Paul. Oh,
and now the small digits.
Oh!
Oh, no.
Paul, look at the eyes of Gory.
And you can see the teeth sinking into the flesh.
He doesn't need the barbed wire from earlier. He will rip apart Cowpoke Paul, and he will enjoy every second of it. Paul. Don't want to be in a fight with one hand, but Paul's going to have to do it. Grip is going to be more difficult. Trying Dustbowl DDT. No, Gory pushes off. And Gory catches Paul this time, and now...
Oh, look out. Very precarious position here.
Almost roping Cowpoke Paul up, giving him a taste of his own medicine as he puts in the stomps. Oh,
come on.
Onto the lower extremities. Referee George Ross trying to get a break here. Gory going to exploit it to that count of 5.
We've talked about this brand new chapter of VCW. Could you imagine the sadistic story that will be written if Gory is the VCW heavyweight champion going forward?
Paul able to free himself, but Gory is waiting in the shadows to put the boot right to the jaw of Cowpoke Paul. Gory is really in the driver's seat for the first full time in this matchup. Comes charging into the corner, springs off. Oh, elbow again! Looks to that lower extremities.
A kamikaze type maneuver there as Gory used his body as a weapon, launching himself at the champion.
Gory into the cover, hook of the leg. Maybe took a little too long to try to not just, get in the minds up, but intimidate our audience here.
I'm not trying to doubt the champion, Eamon, but he may be on borrowed time here. It may just be a matter of time before Gory walks out here with that title.
Oh, wait, O'Connor roll. Count of 2, no. Paul, gets draped across that top rope, and now Gory coming up charging. Crossbody right to the throat.
Maximum velocity for maximum impact.
Oh, and you do not touch a Cowboy's hat. Gory on a whole other level of nastiness in this matchup.
And the champion, he may have broken his nose there.
High impact offense. Oh, wait, now Gory blocks a shot here. Chops up the leg of Cowpoke Paul and plants it with that DDT, but wait a second, Paul! Paul is still up! Paul with the straps down! Catches Gory, neckbreaker!
The champion may be undeniable here.
But he can't capitalize and get that cover. I think it was those brutal shots, that series of offense from Gory. As we take a look now, earlier in this matchup, a bit more delightful time for Cowpoke Paul. But it has been going downhill for Paul ever since. I think maybe the question is, if Paul loses that title tonight, are those kind of joking maneuvers, are those head games going to be something that he is going to be beating himself up over when he goes back through that curtain?
High stakes, high drama here for the return to VCW to McMechen, West Virginia, Bishop Donahue High School. Who will be the champion when we're back here November 7th for the Victory Rumble?
Series of blows by the two. Stalemate. Paul gonna lay in shot after shot, forearm after forearm. Oh, and a shot right to the jaw there of Cowpoke. Paul stops that. Paul cuts him off. New bit of fire lit under the Cowpoke.
Can the champion rally here?
Paul eyeing up Gory, gets the arm, do-si-do, but where is he gonna put him is the question. Off the ropes. Bulldog drives Gory headfirst in the mat. But thinking that is not enough to put away Gory, I got to imagine.
Cowpoke is going to need a home run swing if he wants to retain that title.
Eyeing up the turnbuckles. We talked about Gory's death-defyingness. Cowpoke Paul.
He's going to take that same chance.
We're going to have to try to match him. Gory up to his feet. Oh, Cowpoke Paul took a little bit too long, but you can't blame him with the exhaustion factor in this matchup. Oh, just straight headbutts right to the top of the head.
And there's that kamikaze mentality again, because he is willing to hurt himself to inflict damage on his opponent.
Cowpoke Paul fighting back in this precarious predicament. Headbutt to Gory. Gory, needing Cowpoke Paul to be supported here. Again, Gory on wobbly legs, needs help from the ropes. One nasty fall, and this could change this matchup. Oh, right to the eyes goes Gory.
This is getting very, very dangerous, Eamon.
What could he be thinking? No. Up on the second, Cowpoke Paul!
Oh!
With the stunner!
I thought Gory got spiked like a lawn dart right there.
And Gory, right rolling to the outside.
That could have been disastrous.
Referee putting in a count. Question is with the exhaustion, I know Cowpoke Paul wouldn't want to do this because he's quite the fighter that he is, but do you think maybe I do get that count out victory? Maybe I do try to, preserve myself?
I don't think that's in Cowpoke's DNA. He is a fighting champion through and through. Hooks that leg here.
Only two, Gory able to get the shoulder up. And I think it was that reprieve on the outside that allowed Gory. Wait a second. That's Gorgeous Gregory.
We saw this jerk out here before the event started.
And Cowpoke Paul embarrassed him. Gregory furious here with Paul. Is now Paul gonna give him the 1-2 stunner.
Gregory needs to get the hell out of here. This is a VCW title match. He has no business out here.
Gory, right to the eyes, the thumbs. Right into the sockets. Gory, try for that tombstone earlier, but now Cowpoke Paul with the assist of the ropes. No! Gutbuster! This could be it! No! Cowpoke Paul still in the fight!
I thought for sure it was over.
Gory is incensed. The look in Gory's eyes is deranged because he had that VCW title right at his fingertips, and now he's got George by his. Shoving our official George Ross out of the way. Frustration in the mind of Gory. What
is? He's going for that mist, Eamon.
That mist?
We saw it. That's exactly what he's going for.
Oh, right to the eyes! Right to the eyes of George Ross!
He blinded George.
Wait, off the ropes! Dust Bowl DDT!
George is hurt. We need help for George. Where's an official?
Guys, we got to get somebody out here, something. Cowpoke Paul has this match won.
Well, first we need help for George, and second we need another official.
Well, Gory did not get his target.
The VCW heavyweight title hangs in the balance.
He didn't get that offensive. Wait, no. Gregory, what is he doing?
Oh, look out.
Has Gory. Got him. Try for the miss again. Miscommunication. DDT on Gory. Plants him neck first into the back cover. Hook in the leg. And he got it.
By the slimmest of margins.
The winner of the match, and still VCW champion, Cowpoke Paul!
Another successful defense for Cowpoke Paul, fighting off all of the odds, including Gorgeous Gregory.
There's that Dust Bowl DDT to secure that championship, but man, that was
wait a second!
Back to live action, and what a sucker punch with that championship.
Gregory, not one to be embarrassed, now going to mount Cowpoke Paul here.
He is pummeling the champion.
Unbelievable. This is not how we wanted our rebirth here in Victory Championship Wrestling to end.
And that title is not Gorgeous Gregory's. He does not own that championship. He is not the champion.
Gregory standing tall with the title and on the foot. Wait, Zeke Mercer! Clearing the ring of Gory and Gregory.
And thankfully, Zeke, they were here to have the back of Cowpoke Paul, because if they weren't there, we know that Gregory was going to try to end Cowpoke right there.
Zeke coming to his aid. Cowpoke Paul, still your VCW heavyweight champion, is Gorgeous Gregory hightails it out of McMechen here.
Whoa, wait a minute, Eamon. Zeke is taking a long look at that championship. You know when Zeke is going to have an opportunity to challenge for that title? The Victory Rumble, when someone will secure a shot at that championship right there.
Zeke Mercer maybe eyeing his future, but Cowpoke Paul still your Victory Championship Wrestling heavyweight champion. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for the return of Victory Championship Wrestling. November 7th is just around the corner. For myself, Eamon Payton, for Jim LaMotta, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time at VCW.
Hey!